I come this way before, traveled through the open door. Circumstances navigated the path, and life happened all so fast. No, it got lonely sometimes. You see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm off beat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, 'cause I know life took a hold on. Never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. No. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a paper, no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games get played, can't take it personal, 'cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. Fight for millions. Take the second, see the blessing in it. But much expected, much is given. When I made the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness. Yes, you can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine, let them see your brilliance. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it through like for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm aces. Learn to develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition, I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lack it. While cancer slowing our road, I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah,
give back, give love, give things away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going back soon and fight this final round. Life's a paper, no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games get played, can't take it personal, 'cause the devil is a liar. Telling you the truth, it's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. I'm gonna share all that I have and give to those in need. So we're gonna win this battle, fight that disease. No one can support children leading us. That's young. We got to be open up. Oh, no. I never let him.
are you ready?
Great job.
Yay.
Oh my God.
Cancer is killing, millions and millions of people. Me and my team, along with Sam Watson and his team, we're going to stand together and fight this disease.
I come this way before, travel through the open door. Circumstances navigated the path, and life happened all so fast. No, it got lonely sometimes. You see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm off beat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, 'cause What's up, y'all? Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. You where you been, Latifah? Where you been? What's up? Rob DB ain't playing tonight, man. What's up? How's everybody feeling? Lonnie Dream cooking, man. Triple OG, what it do, big homie? Yeah, man. Lewis Hinton, man. Boxing fans. Andrew Charles, Eric, man. I appreciate everyone coming in tonight, man. And Bumpy Johnson. What's up, Reggie Owens, DB? Hopefully everyone's safe. Had a great Mother's Day. And yeah, man. Always be grateful. Always be grateful. Stay in the space of gratitude. You know what I mean? And we'll be all right. Seen and unseen, man. What it do? KF, man. I ain't even sat in my chair yet, man. I appreciate you. I needed that $4.99 too. Shit, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, dog. Genuinely appreciate you guys coming in, man. And we're gonna jump into this. Let me cut this fan on real quick. And man, I want to talk about this really quick. I'm gonna let y'all go off on this for a second, but let me pull it up. Man, I just want to make sure I am in the right place before I say what I what I want to say. You know what I mean? Let me know what y'all think of this. All right. Let me pull it up. And you guys, oh, I think I enlarge it. Let's see. Later. Tomorrow. I genuinely want y'all to see this because I just want to make sure I'm not tripping. All right. I just want to make sure I am not tripping. And I just want y'all honest opinion. And we're going to start the show with this. Let me share the screen. All right. Here's what Brian Custer said in response to Paulie Malignaggi's interview with the IFL when he said racism oppression is tell me what you guys think of this. And I'm going to read it, man. I'm going to read it. Thank you, Sports 101, man. I appreciate you, dog. Thank you, dog. Appreciate you, man. Thanks, dog. Read this shit. I'm going to read it just in case for people who are walking around the house and shit, listening to me at work, whatever. It says, quote, I sent him the interview and he says, quote, I listen. It's his opinion. We debate these things all the time, but certainly nothing worth losing their job. I'm sure you work with people who have differing social opinions, just like he can't ever change my mind to his opinion, end quote. You know that. I'm interested in what you guys think about this quote. Call in, man. I'm very interested to hear what you guys have to say. You guys don't know the number. I appreciate you, Sports 101, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I'm just very interested in the actual how y'all feel about this. Yeah, I'm help me understand. Help me. Help me before maybe I just want to make sure I haven't missed anything. Oh, you flat-footed on Sunday. You flat. Oh man, somebody call in and I got to set the. Somebody call in and help me understand this because I'm just interested in what you guys have to say. Somebody call in. Because I don't know if I'm reading it right. I know I'm reading it right, but I just want to see how the rest of the world interprets this. You know what I mean? Sounds like he just has his own opinion. What's up, Fred? Homies in the chat. Would he feel the same way if Paulie said Holocaust wasn't real or wasn't that bad, Fred? Yeah, it's what's up, heavy hitter? You know, I'm Reggie Owens. I'm definitely interested in I'm definitely interested in your take on this. Oh, you guys need if you guys want to stream in, beam in, here we go. Here you go. You guys are more than welcome to beam in. Here you go. Feel free to beam in, and I'm just interested. Is this an acceptable answer? I help me understand this before I. What's up, DB? Let me give you an intro.
B12, double check the details. Gotta cross my T's and dot my I's or I can't sleep well.
Oh, you hung up on me, DB. What up, 281?
What's up, Fred?
How you feel, dog? You all right?
Man, I'm doing great. I had a lovely time for my wife, Mother's Day.
Uh-huh.
Hope your wife had the same.
Thank you. I appreciate everything.
Man, this Paulie Malignaggi, man.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, it's just as bad. It's got me so tore up and angry right now because, first of all, he says it on the heels of what's been going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
I got another quote. Go ahead.
He's really, in my opinion, echoing the rest of the way white America feels.
Mm.
Look how long it took them to convict, charge these two men for killing this boy. One DA wants to pass it off to the grand jury. The other DA writes that he didn't see anything wrong and he thought everything that was okay. So now it's all right for white people to run out their house just because they feel like you might have did something and call themselves doing a citizen's arrest and then kill you.
Yeah.
But you let some brown people walk up on somebody talking about a citizen's arrest, and this motherfucker probably be to rob the bank. They gonna show up and shoot the shit out those brothers because they gonna swear they trying to rob. This country has been messed up, upside down, and screwed since its conception. And people running around pretending and lying in your face and just, I guess they're just comfortable with spitting out bullshit now because every time you look up, you got somebody with the complexion for protection talking about there's no such thing as systematic racism or racism at all. And then you get one of these knuckleheads that, for whatever reason, spits out the same nonsense. And no matter what we think or how we do, it's going to keep happening. We get our own, we try to build our own. What do? Attack us. We start minding our own business and trying to come together. What do? They send the FBI to try to infiltrate and swear you trying to take over the government.
Yeah.
We are a people that will never be left alone. No matter how we try to do it. We try to be diplomatic. That don't work. Want to fight. That don't work. Try to be peaceful. That don't work. No matter what road we take, there's always a problem with it. And the minute we try to uphold our own and speak about pride for ourselves, then we're vigilante, militant. The minute black people start trying to love themselves, it's a problem. Anytime anyone else speaks about loving themselves and their pride, it's okay. That's the American way. But if we feel proud about ourselves, the problem. That's my call, man. I don't even want to talk about cracker no more.
I appreciate you. You know, it's so frustrating, dog. Like, and I know people at large don't understand moments like this. In my opinion, judge me if I'm wrong. It's when something of that is of magnitude and of precedence, it's a chance for us to take a step forward. You know what I mean? We can't do it. We can't do it with one move, probably, arguably. I don't know. But I think that it's just so disheartening when grown men with families are passive. How can you not be opinion? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like, how can you be? God, we gonna get it popping. What's popping, DB?
Double check the details. Gotta cross my T's and dot my I's or I can't sleep well.
What's popping, DB?
What's cracking, man? Hey, that was a beautiful call that brother just called in right now, man. I couldn't agree with I could not agree with that big brother more, man. Those are the kind of dudes I always wish lived on the block. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I'm walking to the store or something, I can stop back and see him on his porch.
That's what's
and
up.
I stop talking for 5 minutes, and next thing you know, the sun going down because he's just giving you game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one of them OGs right there, man. I appreciate his call. You know, this dude, man, he's one of those guard dogs. You know, he's the same as a Don Lemon or a Candace Owens or, you know, like a Jason Shitlock or Radio Raccoon. These people pretend like they're looking out for our best interest, but they're not. They're only looking out for their paychecks. You know what I mean? And for them to be at a comfortable place at work. They don't. Those are the ones that don't want to rock the boat.
Yeah.
You understand? And it just don't work out. You know, two of my brothers said something. Jeffrey Lake said, it's predictable, but not acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't agree with that more.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hustler Slim said, is that the guy that you want next to you when it's time for war?
I get that. I saw both those
that question.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's my time, man. I'll call back in a bit.
All right. Thanks, DB. Appreciate you. Seen and unseen boxing, man. I thank you, man. All I hear is excuses to kill us, man. What about my babies? I'm raising five black men, man. Wow. Man, black men in this world. Man, I appreciate you. Damn, thank you. Amazing. Man. Man, I was trying to wrap my head around this, man. Like, but you know, Jeffrey Lake said it best and Hustler Slim, both y'all said it best, man. You know what I mean? Everyone wants to be safe. No one wants to ruffle the feathers, man. I always think to myself, what would Malcolm say? You know, what would Malcolm do? You know, like when I'm stuck in positions when I like, damn, I got to piss somebody off. I'm not claiming to be Malcolm, but I no means by far do I fall short, right? Physically as well, right? And but I do want to be right by every black man hand that I shake. You know, I'm not perfect, you know. Some may deem going to college as a fallacy, you know, the white man's institution, you know what I mean? So and I fall short many times, but god damn, man, when a man calls you a piece of shit to your face, man, and and he says it publicly and you say we talk about it privately, you know what I mean? But you're right, you're not. He's just a warm cup of oatmeal, you know what I mean? Just a warm cup of oatmeal, no brown sugar, nothing, just a warm cup of oatmeal, man. And that's simply what it is. And I'm glad y'all, you're right. You're absolutely right, man. It's just leave them where they're at. It's no need to argue or debate with them or even be mad at them. I hadn't even responded to him on Instagram, but I'm going to quote the great Jeffrey Lakes. Your actions are predictable, but not acceptable. That's what I'm gonna send them, and I'm just let it die. I don't want to go back and forth with them. I don't want to waste no energy. I just want to move forward, you know. And damn, man. And so if you guys haven't seen, man, I don't want, man. I'm holding back love, showing his teeth while his masters offend his people. Yeah. I'm ready to blow a gasket. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I intentionally changed the subject and shit so I can pretend like I don't want to talk about this shit, you know. But I was talking to another YouTuber and I said I'm not done with boxing, right? But I'm done like being PC. I'm done. Like I'm totally done. These niggas are cowards, man. These niggas are cowards. They rather have enough money to buy the latest Gucci, Balenciaga, which is great. I want you to get all your money. I want you to get all your Louis Vuitton, your big homes, your beautiful sports cars, and I want you to have sex with every woman in Hollywood. And I also want you to be black when it's time to be black, you know. And I mean, I fall short, so who am I to judge? But damn, man, like, I don't trust nobody. Like I genuinely don't trust these dudes, man. I don't. So I'm gonna make a commitment to this trial. I'm definitely gonna make a commitment to this trial. I'm gonna stream it live and I'm gonna talk about that. Man, boxing is just for the birds, man. I'm gonna just go when I feel like going. You know what I mean? Like it's I'm a cover it from my couch. Give him silence, Fred. Not worth the reply. I appreciate that, Lottie. Yeah, give him thank you, dog. Give him silence. He's definitely not trying to walk that line and not offending. Yeah, he is, man. All these niggas, man. All of them. Whether, man, all of them, man. Oh man. Yeah, give him silence, man. You're right. Give him silence. Not worthy of a reply. You're absolutely right. Fuck him. I'm just moving on. I care not. And Hustler Sim, I believe that was Hustler Sim. Would you want him on your side? No. So just let him be. Let him be. Checks are still good. Friday. Go cash your checks and live the greatest life you ever wanted to live. And you know what I mean? And people are gonna give you you going into somebody's Hall of Fame, and your family's gonna eat that warm piece of chicken, or if they order chicken or steak, you know what I mean? You're gonna be honored, and everyone's gonna define you as a great person. And when it was time to fight, you know what I mean? They ain't gonna. But I you know what I believe though? When you always gonna be tested. Your character and integrity is always gonna be tested. You know what I mean? It's always gonna be tested. You know what I mean? And that's why we're gonna have the last laugh. When Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz does under 100,000 pay-per-views, we are going to stream that fight. Okay? We are going to stream that fight. Okay? We are going to stream that fight. We're gonna get into that, Jeremiah. Let's talk Michael Jordan and Floyd Mayweather. I definitely want to talk about that shit. But I want to bring up one more quote before we get. Oh man. This is Paulie's response to here's Paulie's response to I gotta take you off the screen, Jeremiah. I appreciate the donation. Thanks, dog. Let's talk Michael Jordan and Floyd Mayweather. Here's Paulie's, gotta take that off. My banner off too. This is Paulie's response to the new evidence that came out, the video that I showed last night at the end of last night's show. The evidence of the young man, Mr. Arbery, looking at the house that's being renovated, remodeled, under construction, however you want to foresee it. This is Paulie's quote. I'm gonna read it for the people who are working, hitting that third shift. What up, Jay Cooley? Hitting that third shift. What up, Jarvis? I know you're working that third shift. And damn, man. Quote. Might want to. This is Paulie Malignaggi, right? You see the check mark. Quote. Might want to check that new evidence on the case, player. Racism might not be made up after all. It might be that it comes from the opposite side you claim it does. Nobody wins when it comes to shit like this. Hope guys like you learned your lesson. End quote. Yeah, man. That's what it is. Oh, tonight's episodes were fucking splendid. 7 and 8. Oh my God, was fucking splendid. Yeah, this is getting ugly, Valiant. This is getting ugly. Man, these documents. This we're gonna talk about it after we talk about this quote. I'm very interested in how you guys perceive this quote. Oh man. Keep in mind, he's a member of the KKK. Mr. Michaels is a member of the KKK. Everybody knows this now. Paulie knows this now. Yeah. We getting them out of here, dog. We getting them out of here. Because once boxing comes back, I'm going to have 500 people in here. Which means it's going to be about 5,000 people watching. You know, I'll be somewhere in there. You know what I mean? We going to get them. We going to get them. Trust me. Player. Yo, player. Man, this is, yeah, LeBradford Smith is definitely trending tonight, isn't he, Aaron? Oh, man. Oh, man. So that's Paulie's quote, man. Let's talk about it, Michael. Feel free to come back this. We have a lot to talk about. I don't mind if we go over, man. Floyd should make a doc like Michael Jordan. Here's oh, that shit wouldn't work out too well. But here's what appreciate you, Jeremiah. Here's what I picked up from the Michael Jordan documentary. No one cares for Michael Jordan as a human being. He's a machine to them. He's not human. And here's another thing that I picked up on, which is so essential, which is so important, and it reigns true. It reigns true to some degree on Floyd Mayweather too. We haven't seen. Keep in mind, I want you guys to understand this perspective. People are gonna say, "Fred, you're reaching." I'm not reaching. I'm just telling the truth. President Obama was in episodes 1 and 2. Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. The only person who's not in this documentary is probably Oprah that I haven't seen just yet, right? Everyone else in this era has been in this documentary, right? Now, well, Oprah was in it in terms of footage. Yeah. Here's what I want to say about this. One, you haven't seen Michael Jordan's ex-wife. And 2, you haven't seen interviews from Michael Jordan's 3 kids in this 10-part documentary, which is 10 hours. I saw a B-roll of his kids in Barcelona in 92, but I didn't see them speak. And his 3 kids are all grown. And his kid, I mean, based off what his teammates say about him, they don't respect him, but they know they need him to get to where they need to go. That's a precarious position to be in. You know what I mean? And what you guys didn't interview him, Oprah, him, and people invested money. Here's what I picked up on. Remember when he said Judd Bushla and all those guys and Steve Kerr? He had a silent hatred towards his teammates, and they're not willing to talk about it. It's going to come out, because when you get people talking and talking and talking and talking, there's going to be remembrance of this documentary for the next 10 years, because you got to take into account Steve Kerr, Judd Bushla, Bill Wennington. He basically had no respect for them. You understand what I'm saying? BJ Armstrong bit his tongue in these episodes so hard. He says, is he a good person? Well, he doesn't have to be. You understand? You know what I mean? But they're not in this documentary, which I find kind of odd. I haven't watched their interviews, but it's you know, there are 8 episodes, and so very well may not see his ex-wife and his kids, and his wife is not in there either. But he has 2 set of twins. So, but just the human, we haven't seen. We haven't seen the human side. Michael Jordan has yet to be human. In this documentary. You understand what I'm saying? So, let's talk about it. You got a new name tonight, man? What's up?
What is? No, I don't know. I gotta change that shit. I don't even know why it says that. Yo, what's up with it, Fred? How you doing?
I'm good, man. What's up?
Man, nothing much. We on the Paulie situation still. We switching topic.
You can go anywhere you want.
Okay, just to talk about Paulie real quick, man. Man, fuck Paulie, Fred. You know what I'm saying? Paulie is a bitch. You know what I mean? He's out here supporting these racists, and what I'm seeing right now, he's trying to use some reverse racism right there by that this comment right here. What I'm looking at it, he's saying, let me see what it says. It said it might be that it's coming from the opposite side. You know, you claim it does. You know, he's trying to use that reverse racism, man. And I'm not feeling that shit. Paulie wasn't okay. This is what it says. Might want to check the new evidence on the case, player. Racism might not be made up after all. It might be that it comes from the opposite side. You claim it does. Nobody wins when it comes to shit like this. Hope you guys like he said, I hope you guys you learn your lesson. Yeah, he's a piece of shit, man. That's that reverse racism right there. And man, I'm sick of that shit, Fred. Like you said yesterday, man, you said these guys, now the media, are going to try to break down Ahmaud Arbery. And that's what they're doing in the news right now. I've been watching the news all day today. They trying to come up with some surveillance of him going into the house, the empty house, you know what I mean? Which he didn't even break a law. And these guys, you know, which one of them was a former police officer, go out and act like they're hunting this young man down, man. And you know what I'm saying? He didn't have no weapons on him. They had no right to do that. And they were out for 10 weeks. They let these guys sit at home for 10 weeks after going to kill an innocent man. You know what I mean? Let that have been a black man that did the same thing. They would have been in jail the same night. You know what I mean? So I'm just furious about that shit, Fred. You know what I mean? And I had enough, man. You know what I mean? I really had enough of that shit. And you know, rest in peace to Sean Reed, who also got killed by the police. He was actually a former member of the military. He was in the military. He served this country. And which, just like you said about the Arbery case, now, like Reggie Owens has said yesterday, that they're pulling out old footage of Sean Reed. You know, I think a couple of days before, they trying to say he had a gun, he was shooting in the sky or some shit like that. I'm not sure, but they're trying to ruin the image of these guys, man. They're doing whatever it takes to keep these guys free, man. And I'm sick of that shit, Fred. They've been doing it for too long. I'm sick of the racism in this country, man. I had enough. You know what I mean? And like you go running every day and you go work and go jog, that could have been you. That could have been any one of us, anybody in the chat. That could have been you out there, man. So we're not going to let this go. We want justice, and they better not let these guys off the hook. I know they're going to try to do it, man. They better not let them off the hook. You know what I mean? And another thing, Fred, did you get my message in Patreon? I think I sent it to you in the morning.
I read it to me. I didn't look
at it. It's about the EJ guy from the UK. I remember you remember about a couple of days ago you had like a little debate, a back and forth with him about he did some hoe ass shit. He over here clout chasing, made a little. I know you don't care, but I care. He made a video, you know what I'm saying, trying to get some clout off that little incident, man. And I'm not feeling that, you know, EJ. That was a hoe ass move. Fred, I recommend that he doesn't call back in the show, man. I don't think he should be using this platform to clout chase and try to get views. I'm not with that.
I got you. I haven't looked at it.
Yeah, I know you didn't look at it. You know what I mean? That's why I just want to bring it to your attention. You know what I mean? I know you don't care about it, but that was a whole move, what he did, trying to get some clout, trying to get some views. You know what I mean?
Oh, because I said I don't care about UK fans. Is that what I said?
Yeah, the Mike Tyson situation with Mike Tyson and Wilder. You remember when the OG had called in and stuff? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did some whole ass shit trying to get views. You know what I mean? Now I understand why you said fuck the UK, because they do some bitch ass shit like that. For real. So I just had to get that off my chest. And Fred, I will be calling back in when we get to this Michael Jordan situation.
Sure. Appreciate you, dog.
For sure.
All right, one. Seen and unseen boxing, that speaks volumes. My boys will break their necks to tell you how great I am to them. And that's fact. I know it's plain as day. You can't do a documentary without me, without Lincoln being in it. You can't do a documentary without DB being in it, Reggie Owens, or anyone else in this. You know what I mean? You can't. Y'all motherfuckers are like, why you be mad? Why you didn't reach out to me? Why? Not that I'm a great. It's not that I'm saying that I'm great, but the humanity of the man speaks volumes about a person. You understand? Whether you like what they do every day, but there's y'all know what I'm trying to say. I don't want people gonna misconstrue what I'm saying, so I'll just let it be. Truthful Jeremiah, MJ 6-0 in the finals, Floyd 50-0. Let me finish reading this. Triple OG, let me get your intro, and I'm gonna finish reading what is.
All you scared to death Negroes.
1 second, Triple OG. Let me read Truthful Jeremiah. MJ 6-0 in the finals, Floyd 50-0. A lot in common. All right, what's up? What you got?
I like my intro. Now I'm gonna start here.
Take your time.
We can start with the shit Paulie said, which I guess, like I said again, at my age, I don't get emotionally attached like that because I've been going through it for so long. But at the age y'all are at, you, 78, and big black fight fan, y'all supposed to feel exactly like you feel because when I was your age, I felt like that too. And what it is now is what make a black man like me dangerous is when I got it's almost like a half, when they put the flag at half mast, I got that half mast smile, and I walk over to my neighbor, and they're having problems with their children who go up and construct the houses too and smoke weed and their vapes, but there's not shit in there for them to take. I heard on a YouTube thing with some old Republican black girl who's supposed to be very intellectual. She thinks she's intelligent, but she's just intellectual. Like the boy went in there stealing copper. Oh, I lit their ass up. And I said, it's a waste of time for whoever's in here getting angry at, and I almost called her a bed wench, but I said, no, don't call her no name. Just light her ass up with words and get the fuck on out of here. But somebody walking through a house, they slowed it down to make it look like he stayed in the garage longer. Did you notice that?
I haven't looked at it since last night, to be honest with you.
Well, whatever it was you saw last night that was new, when you saw it before, it looked like he was jogging, right? And he jogged, went, damn, I couldn't even get it out. Jogged through the garage and kept on going. They slowed it down so much that it looked like he walked through the I said, look at that shit. And still, even them slowing it down in the frames that they did, he still wasn't in there long enough to take shit. But when they show his picture and they show their picture, he still looks like a clean-cut young man, and they look like two hillbillies in the goddamn woods making corn liquor, or either meth, or both. Now, I didn't even look at the Michael Jordan thing like I told you last week when I saw that shit, and it reminded me of who he was. I can separate, your greatness as a basketball player and your humanness. I can separate them two. Because, of course, after you come up behind Dr. J, and when he was young, Dominique was young, everybody, Dr. J ran the whole NBA. He carried it on his back. When Mike got there, they had a whole bunch of stars, and Mike was knocking them all down. But what did you expect these guys to do when you come up behind greatness like Dr. J? You can't be equal to him. You have to surpass him. So as far as basketball, because you remember when they was young, that's what they say, the doctor. His first dunk contest, he looked over at Dr. J when he did 3 or 4 dunks. Dr. J pointed to the back, said, hey, come from back there. And that's what he did. So, but then as you notice things going along, you would hear each generation gets different. As he was getting older, Kobe was coming in. Kobe looked up to him. So then, of course, Kobe went to smash his ass. But then, as Mike on his way out, Kobe was kind of quiet too. He was kind of quiet too. But you could see he had that same drive, grit, and determination to win and be the best. Then that shit happened with the little white girl at Colorado. And then, all the brothers come up with, well, they found his sperm in there, but they found 9 other sperms in there too. Oh, come on, please. That does not make him a bad person, because you did hear me say fuck Mike. You remember that? Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. I remember. I'm listening to you, though. Yeah, go ahead.
But you didn't hear me say fuck Kobe, right? No, you didn't. I didn't say fuck Kobe. And not because he died. It was before that. I never said fuck Kobe. Because when that shit happened to Trayvon Martin, and Kobe was at the end of his career, and I don't know if people saw the same thing I saw, but going down to the end of Kobe's career, nobody wanted to play with Kobe. Didn't you see that? Now, did you witness that, or did I just pull it out my ass? Nobody wanted to play with him. But LeBron said something about Trayvon getting shot. Kobe came out and said something. I said, damn. He showed his human side. He showed his faults and he showed his human side. In spite of what anybody thought and white folks thought what he did to that white girl or whatever, he still said he followed up on what LeBron said. And usually these players follow up behind LeBron. You got a lot of black guys that when I said fuck Michael Jordan or whatever, they want to say something to me, but they know outside of basketball, he's kind of fucked up. You know, he's kind of fucked up. His mama even tried to get him there. Come on, help the black guy beat this damn known racist from North Carolina who been in the Senate forever. And Michael wouldn't do it. He said, I don't know the man. But you know, Jesse Helms is a known racist, Ku Klux Klan member, everything, and bam. So that was it for me with his ass, along with Republicans buy sneakers too. You know, fuck you, man. Then I noticed everybody follow lead. Then I saw the guys that hate on LeBron. Oh, wait a minute, he ain't got that killer instinct like
Kobe.
Mike.
Mike or Kobe, yeah.
Like Mike or Kobe. Okay, he's not Mike and he's not Kobe. He can't. Michael Jordan came up kind of middle class, low middle class, wasn't poor. Kobe came up. He wasn't poor. He over there with his mom and dad and wherever he learned Spain or wherever he was learning to speak Spanish, French, some shit, Italian, Italy, whatever it is. Yeah. You know, kind of intelligent, but you know, little arrogant. But he knew how to control himself, and he built his brand to a point where even though nobody wanted to play with him going down to the end of his career, everybody still respected him. You know. Then they still want to say what they want to say about LeBron. LeBron speak out. He's consistent every time. You'll find somebody saying, oh, yeah, but he's just trying to build his brand up, saying something about the man got killed. No, he's not. He's taking a chance on harming his brand because I believe he already got enough money. He's not going to, what's that y'all say, dignity? He's not going to, say fuck my dignity over some goddamn money and some shoes, like Kareem said to Michael. Jim Brown said something to Michael. I don't care what they said to Michael. Michael won't taking no chance. Now, the richest NBA owner, can you imagine what he's worth? That's a question.
Oh, want me to guess? I thought that was rhetorical.
Yeah, the richest NBA owner.
Is
can
he the
you
Clippers?
imagine what he's worth? I don't know. Can you imagine?
Maybe 10 billion. No, maybe, yeah. A billion, at least 10 billion, maybe 5 to 10 billion.
Okay, the guy that bought the Clippers, he come in, he's worth
60 billion?
Yeah, he came in worth 60 billion.
Damn.
So most of the other ones are rich or richer than him because he just came in. Right? Who the poorest NBA owner?
The Clippers.
Who is the poorest NBA owner?
Oh, I couldn't tell you that. I would say that
Michael Jordan, goddamn.
Oh,
who you talking about?
But he's the minority owner. He's the minority owner, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my point.
Okay.
Nobody, and Michael Jordan is dominating this thing that's happening on television y'all talking about.
Yeah.
And even if you see it 10 years from now, don't you know most black people ain't gonna give a fuck because they don't know who the fuck he is. They'll be like, okay. It's like he's trying to remind this culture who've never seen him play before. They only know LeBron that he can play in. They say, well, what you call me got what Mike got. Well, damn, LeBron told you. If it wasn't no Mike, it's no me. Kobe told you. If it was no Mike, there's no me. And then Mike said, won't no Dr. J, there's no me. Now that you done passed all that, now you're a grown ass man. Where are you now? He looks kind of torn. He's a little chunky now. And I believe he thinks just like everybody else that they can still fight like Floyd and they can still play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
It's fuck Floyd Mayweather. It's fuck Michael Jordan. It's we are dealing with shit that these motherfuckers ain't thinking about because all lives matter to them. Paulie Malignaggi, he ain't even worth getting mad over. We are actually, and I'll say we, even though I don't participate in it, I'll say we because I'm a part of this group. We actually helping his ass out. We giving him some relevance because he don't know what the fuck he's talking about. The history of his people to white people is you a half a nigga.
Yeah, he don't know nothing about Ellis. He forgot about Ellis Island.
But he don't care about Ellis Island.
Mm-hmm.
He just care about making a few dollars.
Yeah.
Where else he been fighting all that long? He worth about $5 million. He got to keep that job. Showtime, I cut my Showtime subscription off because of Black Fight Fan said, or one of y'all said it. I don't know who the fuck
Black
it was.
Fight Fan started it.
So,
Black Fight Fan started it for sure.
Yeah. So when you do that, then they're boxing going down the tube, just like HBO was, and Fox and ESPN, CBS, and channels like that gonna start showing fighting. And FS1, who is FS1? That Fox too?
Fox, yes.
They got several channels, man. They don't need Showtime. Paulie gone. Them motherfuckers ain't hiring Paulie. And we can complain to that guy from HBO who wrote whatever he wrote. Yeah, him and Paulie have probably had some debates, and he probably looks at Paulie ass and say, both us niggas. But I don't agree with you. But is that enough for Paulie to lose his job over? Yeah. Is it enough for Steven? Is the guy named Steven Espinosa?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one that wrote that?
Yeah, Steven Espinosa.
Oh, okay. Well, it ain't enough for him to lose his damn job over. But
Right.
he's like, hey, fuck Paulie. Because life for a while is not going back to normal. Just like I'm 65 years old, I don't know what y'all gonna do, but this shit gonna be around here for a while. We are getting used to now not doing things that we are accustomed to doing. We are learning to do without certain things. That includes sports, activities, boxing, all of that. Hey, church. My mama got clean as a motherfucker today. She's 93. She was on the front porch, man, with a hat and, ready to go to church. In other words, the brothers of the black people said she was casket sharp. Like, I called her, I said, damn, Lena Horn, where you going? She bust out laughing. Like, you're getting used to shit that, to learn to do without shit. You know what I mean? So we'll be talking about things of the past. That ain't nothing new. We do that anyway. We'll be talking about sports, boxing of the past. So y'all can't wait for the first boxing match. But as soon as y'all go, if that shit open up in June and somebody go in there and 50 of y'all motherfuckers die, and I hear y'all on the radio and I'm going to, tip my hat to the sky and welcome you with the ancestors and all of that shit, because this shit is dangerous, man. This shit is dangerous. This shit more dangerous than a bullet. And I heard somebody say something about, but black people, and it's always one or two particular black people that say this. But as black people, we need to do something. I don't give a fuck what we do as black people. There ain't no reason for nobody to shoot one of our asses, okay? They don't shoot people of color. They lump everything in when ain't nobody getting killed. It's people of color. They put their little coons on TV, the radio or whatever, to say African American. But on the news, the white newscasters say black people. They get the black people on each side as, I guess tonight for such and such in this story. And then they say African American. So they got us so screwed up and mixed up. And we think that's a bad thing. It ain't a bad thing.
Nope.
Because in the end, it's going to be us together anyway, whether we all get along or not. We're not going to like when they do shit to us. We're not going to like when we do shit to us. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to figure our way through it, man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to figure my way back into the chat,
I
man.
preach because DB was calling to say, hey, brother, man. Appreciate you, dog. Thanks, Triple OG. Thanks, Triple LG. Appreciate
Okay,
you,
I love
dog.
you, King.
All right,
Back
love you
in the
too.
jet.
Thank you. Michael Jordan is the greatest athlete of all time. Truthful Jeremiah. Uh-huh. 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 And then you got DB, ties and offering. I don't know if you could be the greatest athlete of all time. I don't know if anyone would. It's gonna be hard to supersede Muhammad Ali. It's gonna be hard. Shit, it takes a lifetime of work to supersede him, man. Mr. Finesse. Hey, see? Hey, Mr. Finesse. Black Fight Fan called you Mr. Fitness yesterday, too, when you dropped your super chat. Remember that shit. I ain't the only one. Salute, Fred. Thank you for your grind, bro. Stay on their neck. Yo, Paulie. Hey, play up. Box fans, man. I appreciate you always support. Thanks, big dog. Hey, what was that joke going on in the chat, Patty? Patty, you got to call in and tell that joke because I have no idea what was going on. I missed everything. But I just said, I just saw your thing. It was the joke of the day. I missed the joke. I want to laugh too. Hey, you know what I mean? So, you know, Michael Jordan and Floyd Mayweather, man. It's yeah, it's just sad. I don't see honestly. Tell me what y'all see. When I see Michael Jordan in those ISO cameras, I see a worn out man. I see a man who's had a lot of physical satisfaction in terms of gratification, in terms of financial gains, and um, but I see a tired man, bloodshot eyes. He don't look like the man he was. He looks like, I mean, honestly, Michael Jordan looks like a well-dressed, addicted uncle. You understand he looks like a functional uncle. That's what he looks like. You know what I mean?
Lemon tint the V12, double check the details. Gotta cross my T's and dot my I's or I can't sleep well.
What's poppin'?
Hey, what it do? What it do, brother? This is KQ. KC
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, dog? How you feeling, big homie?
Man, I'm doing fine, man. I'm doing fine. I'm live.
You live and in color.
All right, all right, all right. Man, I just want to give my take on being from Chicago, growing up in Chicago all my life, okay? And I'm 53 years old. Michael Jordan is the best basketball player, hands down. Not only was he a superstar when he got with the Bulls, he learned how to not only be the best, but make everybody around him the best. He gave up half of his salary so he can get Dennis Rodman, so he can get this other player. So besides the championship, LeBron James can't touch Michael Jordan because it's a different era. It's a different time. Michael Jordan had to sacrifice his attitude, sacrifice his father dying, sacrifice all between his marriages, his kids, everything, just to be the best. And that's just his nature. Sometimes you got to be mean. Sometimes you got to be tough. But that's what builds up toughness. Now, as far as Floyd Mayweather as is concerned, and Michael Jordan, it's no comparison. Michael Jordan carried himself like a gentleman off the court. He carried himself. How you think the Bulls were sitting up there dressing sharp, dressing in suits? He's turned around and said, look, we're champions now. Here's my tailor. Everybody suited up before and after the game, except for John Paxson. So, therefore, that's what he said. You want to look like a champion, then you act like a champion. You dress like a champion. Your ass walk like a champion. And that's what he did. Now, all these young players is coming up. He set the tone. He set the tone about team player, team ball, not hall ball. This is not a LeBron James show. No. This is the Lakers show. It was Michael Jordan's show when he first got there. But remember, he broke his foot. Remember, he only made $2 million. $2 million with the Bulls, but he made 32 in endorsements. You see, because he was the hot commodity. Then when he came back, he picked up. But what did he do? When he lost that last game, they were through for the year. He said, fuck that. Let's get to work tomorrow. Because you got to build yourself up from baseball and put yourself back into a basketball physique. And that's what he did. Now, yes, he's older. Yes, he's a little heavier, but that's what goes on when you older. So some people got to understand that. And far as Floyd and Mike probably could teach Floyd a few things. If you're gonna be this talented in the ring, one of the best defensive fighters I've seen, then you got to carry that on outside the ring, or find somebody to teach your ass how to do it. You got two daughters that don't even like your ass. What would you do? What did you do wrong? Let me tell you what Michael Jordan did. He had two sons. He gave them what we call a black card. A black card means unlimited. That means you can buy a motherfucking car with it. But what they dumbasses do, they go to college. They throw a party every week. Bad grades. Michael Jordan marched his ass up to that college and grabbed those two cards from their asses. You see, that's what a father does. No matter how rich and how much you got in the bank, your ass got to know where the money come from. Hard work, dedication. Does that ring a bell? Yes, it do. It's ringing bells over there at TMT. Besides sitting there around playing checkers, he need to get his ass up and sit there and teach these guys how to fight, how to be defensive, how to use their angles, how to use their tumble jab, counter punching. Teach them. That's what I'm saying. So, hands down, Michael Jordan is what he is. Now, Isaiah Thomas, he can say what the fuck he want to say. All right? He played a small role, and they played dirty fight. And by me looking at Bill Laimbeer, look, he's not a favor of color people. I'm sorry. Look, you know me. Fuck it. I'm going to say it. All right? Now, he over there at the YWBA, and that's where his ass need to stay. That's right. Now, Dennis Rodman, he talking about he was crying for help. Isaiah, no, he wasn't crying for help. The motherfucker was weird anyway. He was gonna go anyway, regardless. What you say? So it is what it is. So hands down, our Chicago Bulls did what they had to do. Yes, we made fun of Jerry Krause because Jerry Krause was a hard-headed nigga. That's why. And I ain't mean nigga as far as black. I'm talking about ignorant. He was an ignorant motherfucker. Then, on the same note, you got Scottie Pippen, great ball player. Yes, but Jerry Reinsdorf told him. Now, think about this. He gave him everything to say, don't sign this. But I understand. You got a family that's not doing good in Arkansas, same place my parents are from. So he had to do what he had to do. But when Mike got him involved and elevated his game, hey, ain't nothing you can do. So what you do, you try to be a smart ass. And like Mike said, Pippen know better. All right? Sometimes you got to ride out your contract. Sometimes you got to swallow, like Terrence Crawford. You got to swallow that your ass ain't popular no more. You got to swallow that you ain't got nobody to fight no more. You got to swallow that you scared to fight the real tough guys like your friend Sean Porter, right? So that blue-black motherfucker needs to fight somebody that we know. So, I'm just going to give you a little taste of shit, what KQKC do every motherfucking morning, all right, at 1 o'clock p.m., all right?
11 o'clock
This
my
what
time.
we talk about. This how we be honest. This what we need to do. Be honest to the young guys. Fuck all this. It don't make sense. It don't make dollars. No. Go and get your ass in there and fight. Go in there and show what you can make. Go in there and they can say, oh, he'll fight anybody. Adrian Broner won $10 million. How you gonna get $10 million? Your ass been in trouble more outside the ring than you did in. When the last time a fighter that won $10 million got their car shot up, driving drunk, filling on a girl's ass? Oh, give me a motherfucking break. That's all I got to say, Fred. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great, man. I appreciate you calling in. Thanks for staying up with us, though.
You good, Fred?
Yeah, I appreciate you staying up tonight.
Hello?
Yeah. You gone? Where you at? Can you hear me?
Fred, you got me on mute?
No, you got yourself on. No.
Okay. Shout out to everybody.
Appreciate you.
And I'll tell you one thing. You can catch me Monday through Friday, 1:00 p.m. Central Time.
Central Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
I can't hear Fred, but much blessings to Fred, and keep doing what you're doing.
Appreciate you, dog.
And with that, I'm out of here. Peace and love. Shout out to the almighty LDBC.
Appreciate you, KQKC. Appreciate you, dog. Yeah, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Y'all, if y'all need some midday entertainment, okay, if y'all need some midday entertainment, go to his page. Seen and Unseen, KQKC Boxing. Seen and Unseen Boxing. They can't even figure out what to call us, let alone what it takes to beat us. Salute to still my little bro, Devin Haney. Ain't no white boy beating me. Yeah, man. It's you know what I mean? It's only a few. Oh, man. Anyways, yeah. So Michael Jordan and Floyd Mayweather. Let's stay there.
Lemon tint the V12. Double check the details. Gotta cross my T's and dot my I's or I can't sleep well.
What's popping, dog? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm gonna touch in on that Paulie.
Yeah, take your time. You can go through the whole gamut if you like.
Touch on this new arrival whose grandparents or maybe even his parents had to come through Ellis Island. Paulie, you're new to this country. You have no idea of what racism is. No, matter of fact, he does. You can ignore racism in this country all you want, but there's no way that we're going to allow you to speak. You stay silent when it comes to these issues if you want to speak from a heart of bullshit. Because he comes from a culture that has always practiced the genocide of people, and they have deep racial apologies. And it's the reason why he wants to ignore pain and suffering that comes to one group from one group to another. He can play that reversal of racism all that he wants. But the more that it continues, he will become a victim of the shit until he wakens himself up and starts to speak out against those he supports. And it also starting to open the line into him supporting the innocent, the innocent killing of young black youth when it comes to that. Now, speaking of evidence, new evidence coming out that people want to look at. No, Paul, I think you may want to look at the new fucking evidence, because when it comes down to this damn son of this dude, it's been revealed that this dude has a history of seeing people other than white walking through this neighborhood and thinking it's his duty. And his father is also feeling the same way, because this indoctrination in this kid has been passed over to his father. And from his father, it was received from this department that he works in from this county that they live in. This is where the system, and this is why the system goes about protecting him. The son had been calling the police about black folks stopping at the same under construction house, a house with a porta john in front of it. Therefore, that's a clear sign that something's being done in this house and that it's not occupied by someone. Like you put out the one post, white residents have walked in there with white neighbors, seeing them in there and not saying a goddamn thing, probably coming over to bring a glass of water for them. But the minute they see someone of a dark complexion, they think they're out of place. Oh, there's some criminal instinct because of what? Also, what leads into white folks thinking like that is imagery. And we've been speaking about imagery for a while. Imagery means everything when how you're depicted within a nation. It means everything. So these people have this certain mindset locked on black folks being up to nothing but goddamn trouble. So these dudes think it's taken upon themselves to do vigilante type justice, neighborhood watchman type people, but he grabs his guns, go chasing after people. So it ain't no telling. It's gonna come out. How many other black folks this kid has pulled guns out on, chasing them down the street before it got to this point here, because it's reported with this dude's voice on phone calls, calling into this Brunswick police department. Wow. And they're also chasing after him with guns. So we got a little history there, Paulie Malignaggi. Then we need to look more deeper into this police department. Why do these white residents feel so comfortable that when they see a black person walk through their neighborhoods, the first thing they do is call the police department? Now, it's the police department keeping people out of part of this shit, trying to keep communities white. Because let's remember, I'm going to go on a quick tangent. When we think about the Ferguson issue, and I think y'all was talking about that yesterday, where they were constantly citing the residents in there. These are all intimidation tactics. Also, intimidation tactics through economics, depressing them economically, keeping them out of the area, being in their mindset, they get programmed to think if I go in this area, I'll be ticketed, if not shot. So outside of violence, these are other means to keep black folks up out of neighborhoods. You go to any elder black person who may have grew up in the 50s, 60s, even speaking of where we live at from in South Central, Long Beach, all this shit. I've always heard this through older folks. If they went into the Long Beach, certain section of Long Beach, you have to be out of this part of town at a certain time. Signal Hill. This was the police doing the shakedowns on you being out of town. This their way of trying to keep you in place within your boundaries in the city. And like somebody put sundown town, that's what they try to turn shit into. And the way they do it is through the enforcement through these agencies. But is this what the department's supposed to represent? No. But when you have departments that hire on people who carry on these ideologies, these ideologues, all deep within this department, you get to where the citizens of certain neighborhoods can call the police because you didn't walk through it and want to shake you down as if you committed some crime. So that's why the McMichaels and other residents in this neighborhood jump right on the phone to call the police. Now I found another piece when it comes down to this police department, and I'm gonna keep looking because of some other shit. But a week before this killing, I think it was a week or 2 weeks before this killing, this same department had a big scandal break loose with a police chief in their town, 2 other police officers who get found in some undercover drug ring from the narcotics division that they disbanded. So come on, Paulie, let's keep kicking up evidence, homie. Come on, homie. Let's talk evidence. Then we speak on the video that was released. That video was released to show more proof that these murderers are guilty of what they done.
Yeah.
Come on, Paulie. Do you know how to look at fucking evidence, Paulie? Are you that brain dead, brain shook from all these black fighters beating your brains in?
Yes.
When they show that video is consistent with what was reported and consistent with what we seen in the fatal shooting of this guy. And now look, the shit done broke down so bad, best believe that one-time homeboy who reported this shit is about to turn against him. He gonna become state evidence on these dudes. He's gonna buy himself immunity to turn on that father and son. Watch how this shit about to unfold.
Oh, it's gonna
Watch
get
how
nasty.
deep it gets. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm listening to you. I'm no, you go. Continue. Please continue.
Yeah, this shit about to get deep, man. This shit about to get deep. It's gonna be like the heat of the night, where they're gonna have to send federal agents to look in on this department because there's some other sketchy shit within this department. The same DAs who kept pulling themselves away from this case. Then this Jackie Johnson bro, who's a current DA, not one to file charges. You get all type of photos of what this father's involved in, KKK memberships, him right along in line with the damn DA, Kissy. She know who he is. He's a direct component of the DA office. So she's not doing her job. She should be disbanded from ever practicing law again in her goddamn life. Put her in the soup kitchen. Who else? The mayor of that state of Georgia. He knows this dude. This dude's a campaign donor or something from the photo people put out that it's supposed to be him. Come on. So much is about to be broken out. You're about to see so much fallout.
I can't wait.
The white community.
You got me inspired now. Thank you.
The white community's turning on these dudes. The white, even racist ass people see racism all through this. Paulie know what it is because Paulie wants to ignore it because it comes from a society of race-hating people. Italians ain't been shit but a bunch of race-hating people. The cool Italians, you can disagree. Nah, fuck that. Y'all know what it is. Y'all ain't speaking up on it. But Italians always been fucked over, race-hating ass people, deeply racist when you dig deep into their damn history. They've been aligned with people like Hitler. Mussolini ain't no different than the damn Hitler. Just everything come out of the history lineage of Paulie Malignaggi. You knew his new arrival as. I doubt if Paulie Malignaggi even went to school in goddamn Brooklyn. He probably got over here on some visa he was supposed to be on. He's supposed to be back in Italy. He just came over here and blended in. And what else I got with this shit? Man, so much I can go on and on when it comes to this situation. And Paulie wants to fake like there's no such thing as racism. Now, when the next black person knocks off an Italian head because he was Italian, then you'll be having different thoughts on racism. But when it comes to Showtime, Brian Kenny's just a black dude.
Brian Custer.
No fight in him.
Brian Custer.
Yeah, Brian Custer. Yeah, Brian Custer. He has no nuts, man. He has no fight in him. I think he's fighting cancer, so that's maybe where all his fight went. But the dude just has no heart. Even if he wasn't going through that situation, he has no heart. He's one of these dudes that would smile in a meeting room when offensive language about his own people is being stated because he doesn't have the heart nor courage to standing up. And also, man, I got this piece I'm gonna put out that with Huey Newton, where he did on this talk show out in San Francisco back in like '88 or something, and where he speaks on some shit where they speak about any time that that a black man begins to change his image from being a slave, white folks grow afraid of that. So the whole thought behind them wanting to police you, all this other shit, is because they want to keep you in the slave image to where you think down. You always need them for anything, and when they don't need you, you still got to come to them to beg. A free-minded person thinks about what he's going to do for himself, and you say F the white man. You walk through this world confident with your head up, chin high, chest poked out, and you mash through them if they on bitch shit. But other than that, F these fools. When the biggest stand your way, you walk right through them. If you got to put your fist through his mouth, you mash through him. If he ain't a fighter, he wants to grab something with lead in it, you better do the same thing and you better squeeze before him. But there's nothing. And I hate for people that use that superior word with the word white in front of it. There's no such thing. Superior people do not behave nor act in the manner that these insecure beings who you guys label superior will behave. Superior people don't act like that. But that's all that I got on that one, Fred. I may call back in later. The Michael Jordan thing, I didn't watch it, but I remember as a kid growing up with Michael Jordan, he was an iconic dude. Anytime you played park league ball, you showed out because the jersey, before they picked jerseys, number you had to have was 23.
Yeah,
and that's just how iconic Jordan was. Even before I go there, thinking about that, it also shows the impact and power of the superior athlete. Being what Paulie Malignaggi thinks is Eastern European, he's fooling himself, but being these black athletes, when it comes to the sport of boxing, anytime basketball went through its period of almost falling to the wayside where it has this kind of plateauing and downward type moments, there's no white athlete to uplift the sport.
Yeah.
There's always been in the having to be in the hands of a black athlete to uplift it. And also they try to sprinkle a little Larry Bird in there where Magic had to lift the brand up. Then when Magic and them start to the Lakers start to fade away, who was the new star that rose to carry the NBA? That was Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan should have held them in the clutches of his hands. But it also shows to why Jordan doesn't speak out on real issues. It's because Jordan is not an intellectual enough to think about the power that he has to shape and shift shit. Now, LeBron James, on the other hand, this is why I hate for black folks to put other black folks under the microscope. Greatness is greatness. You do not compare greatness. LeBron is, on the other hand, going to shape and shift shit to a whole new dimension. He has a major power. That Clipper owner being banned from the sport of boxing, from the NBA, he can't even walk into an NBA fucking facility. Let alone, he can't do nothing because of what? A movement that LeBron started along with Chris Paul. There's other players in there because they understand the power they have. LeBron using his greatness and his power to elevate, keep basketball where it's at, to where eventually he's going to become an owner. The other thing with Jordan, the way Jordan was played out, as an owner, Jordan spoke about bringing the team to Las Vegas. The NBA denied him, come up with all type of bullshit excuses, gambling, all this other stuff ain't allowed. They won't bring a team to Las Vegas. Las Vegas has a goddamn NBA built looking stadium. They bring women in there, but best believe they're going to allow one of them white owners to start when they expand to allow some white owners to come here and have the other NBA owners to approve it, to move a team here. Or one of them other teams going to leave their cities and come to Las Vegas. And now Michael Jordan's been played out because he never understood his true power, because that's the ignorance of a fool who won't speak out. But that's all I got, Fred.
I appreciate you. Thanks for the call, dog.
Yeah, man, sure. Yes, indeed, bro.
All the time, dog. Yeah, man. Sure. While Reggie Owens was talking, I was thinking, all right, let's use Michael Jordan as this example. Michael Jordan is a billionaire, right? He's worth $1 billion, maybe $2 billion. He's in a room full of people worth 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 billion dollars, right? He's the only one. No power, no vote. Now let's flip the coin. What's up, champ side? Now let's flip the coin. Imagine a billionaire leading an entire civilization. I would rather, just common sense. This is just sheer numbers, whether you do it for ego or whether you do it for the actual love. And people going to say, well, he's amongst them. He can get bigger. You can't get bigger. You can't get better. And I think that's what Triple OG was trying to say too. I'm not speaking for him, but this is just my understanding. He's in a room. He's the extreme minority. He is like 0.001% of that population. But if he comes over here, because of what this country have done to us for generations and generations, he is the one. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if I'm Michael Jordan, if I'm Floyd Mayweather, I would rather lead a culture than be a part of them. I mean, I don't know. If you can do it for a basketball team, you damn sure can do it for a culture, right? You know, but that's just me being common sense in turn. If you think of it just from, I'm not trying to be insensitive, but just follow me. Just off of running a business where because you're still going to be a billionaire. And I think he got to becoming a billionaire because of the shoes, right? Not because of because of basketball, obviously, but the shoes, right? The shoes got him to a billion, and the TV contracts and stuff. Yeah, the TV contracts and his shoes is what got him over, if I'm not mistaken. So it's all about what room they in. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's just beyond my own understanding. Oh, thank you, Triple OG. That's what you was trying to explain. Okay, good. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm starting, man. I've had a lot of time. What's up, Tony Boswell? Salute barbershop conversation. To smash the like button, show support for the work and the effort. Please do. Please smash that like button. Please. I ain't got no algorithms. My algorithms is shot. I got like 10 new subs in 2 months. I should show y'all that shit. That shit is funny as fuck. You know what I mean? But it's neither here nor there. I'm not too concerned with it. Yeah, man, it's his shoes made 2.2 million his first year. I know that. They were just gonna be. I saw that in the documentary. Yeah, but Michael Jordan is the real deal. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Michael Jordan is the real deal. He's a great basketball player. No matter what you do for a job, understand me when I say this. Whatever you do as your job or profession, you will live longer than that as a human being. You understand? You have a 15-year NBA career, you live to your 80. What is that? 18% of your life, 20% of your life? People think like their profession, their job is the sum of them. I've in the down in bars, they want to. I never had that. I've never used my title. I mean, I have a level of arrogance like all of us do. You know, I mean, you're proud of yourself. You know, if you started off sweeping and then you get to the fries. Oh, man, I said that was my favorite movie yesterday. Yeah, man. Then you get to the fries, you know what I mean? There's a level of confidence that you should have, right? Sure, you should be proud of yourself, you know? If you started off as a janitor and then become the CEO, you should have a level of arrogance. You should have an ego as it relates to yourself internally. And sometimes you want to let people know, I did this. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. I get that. We all are human, right? This isn't a place where we have communism. So we're all not equal, you know? Everyone judged on their own individual merit in a capitalist society. Yet, I also understand the totality of everything too. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, humanity is important too. Because everything we do has a baton attached to it. Everything we do in life has a baton attached to it. You have to give it to somebody, right? Uncle becomes a gang member, brother becomes a gang member, nephew becomes a gang member, son becomes a gang member, right? Um, Michael Jordan becomes a basketball player. His son became a college basketball player in college. Steph Curry's dad becomes an NBA player. Steph Curry himself becomes an NBA player. LeBron James becomes an NBA player. Bronny James is the best ninth grader in the country. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's the butterfly effect. Everything has a baton attached to it, seen and unseen. Man, you can't stop, huh? King flex like king should. Absolutely, absolutely. You know what I mean? And I got promoted to fries, right, DV? Yeah, you know what I mean? Louis Anderson in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, everything we do has a baton. Yeah, Kobe's dad is a professional basketball player. Kobe becomes a professional basketball player. And by the looks of it, his daughter would have became a basketball player. You know what I mean? We become better experts than our parents. Let that sink in. Isn't that scary? Our children become a better expert at us. That's amazing. Like there's a level of accountability that we can never break the threshold. You understand? Like, oh man, I've always believed in being Robin. Yeah, say it again, Tony Snow. Say it in Spanish. You know what I mean? You worked you know what I mean? Yeah. Robin Hood Project, man. It's that important on God and them young kings. Yeah. It's so essential in our society. I know people gonna become enamored with. Tell me what you guys think about this, and feel free to call in. Are people more enamored with Floyd's ability in the ring or his lifestyle outside the ring? I would go on to gather that his life outside the ring, because honestly, I admire what he does in the ring. I'm not gonna say what he does is boring, not by any stretch of the imagination. But I believe, and it's on a macro level, people are become enamored with his lifestyle outside of the sport. You know what I mean? People fall in love with it. Oh, Floyd got money. Floyd got this. I hear a lot of people say that, especially in my comment section. I'd be like, damn. Sometimes I just put Floyd in the title to get people just to see who's a sucker. I'm being honest. Like in the past month, I've done 2 or 3 Floyd videos just so I can see the suckers in the comment section. I just wanted to play with them for a little bit. Yeah, I want to see who will emasculate themselves in the comment section just because this man got money. Oh man, and it happens every time. Every time a man will emasculate himself just to say, "Oh man, you can't talk about Floyd like that." Man, how can you respect a man when all his kids don't respect him? You know what I mean? Y'all, man, I don't know, man. I'm cut from a different cloth, man. You either walk away, don't say nothing at all, but you can't praise a man. You can't shake a man's hand, like for real. And I don't mean literally shake a man's hand. Like we all got to have some type of public decorum, right? But I'm talking about like spiritually shake a man's hand when 50% of his kids. Think about this. How about if the government took 50% of your paycheck? How about if your girl took away 50% of her pussy from you? Right? How about if every time you put gas in your car, it took 50% away from your gas? And I'm not comparing tangible assets to human beings, but I'm trying to give you a perspective. 50% of your kids think you're a piece of shit. 2 out of 4 of your kids think you're a piece of shit. And the third child told the police that you hit his mother. I mean, I don't know. Y'all call it, man. I don't know. I just don't know. You know what I mean? And see, the first time See, let's call a spade a spade. The first time, it wasn't no evidence. You understand what I'm saying? He took the plea deal and he was in jail for like 30 days or something. That's cool. Like, not cool. You get what I'm saying? That's not cool. Whether it's true or false. That's so we can forgive him because there's no evidence, right? There's no evidence on that. Maybe the child was emotional. Maybe Floyd didn't see him. Maybe Floyd stopped his mother. You understand what I'm saying? Men do that, like stop the woman because they're physically stronger, just to keep everybody safe. You understand what I'm saying? And that's socially the norm, right? That's socially the norm, right? So let's say that happened. All right, let's give the pass. That happened. Give the pass. That happened. Now let's fast forward. When your daughter screams out for help, and Blue Blood said it so eloquently on this show, you had the chance to be a superhero to your daughter, and he failed. 3 weeks later, his youngest daughter comes out and says, some people shouldn't be parents. Take me to the moon and leave me. She's crying out for help too. So there's something there. You know what I mean? Melissa. Here's when I knew. I don't know if y'all picked up on this. Melissa, I don't know her last name, but the mother of Yaya. She showed a picture of her holding her hand on her Instagram feed. It wasn't with Floyd. It was her holding her daughter's hand like, we in this together. I got you. You understand? The father is supposed to be the vessel of strength. I saw that and I was like, that's interesting that there's no mention of Floyd in this. You understand what I'm saying? And then we look at this documentary with Michael Jordan. Why isn't his sons in it? Or his he got 2 boys and 1 girl. I'm just going off memory, so I think he has 3 kids. I just don't grasp it. I just don't grasp the concept that your ex-wife and your 3 kids are not in this documentary when it's all about them. 1998, building up to 1998, 83. Why didn't you show how you met your ex-wife? How she inspired you, how she kept the home safe. Even if she had 1 segment. You understand what I'm saying? Even if she had, nah, I'm not real. We just gonna get you out of here. That's what we're gonna do. You know what I mean? So it's just what I feel. You know, I'm not perfect at this, but these are just my opinions. You know what I mean? And I could be wrong. I say when women get their eyebrows overdone, oh, I don't know. I thought y'all were talking about y'all in there having your own. I appreciate y'all being a community in there. You know what I mean? And yep. Especially in a relationship with Jordan's father. Yeah, good point, Jeffrey. When the father is the focal point, you know what I mean? That's important because there's no generational. It didn't stop at Michael Jordan. Great point, Jeffrey. Great point. I'm glad you brought that in. Yeah, they had good things to say about it. I got to watch it. But it's just interesting to me that they're not in it. I don't know. Said it best. You know, it's I saw it on my thing. I just haven't watched it. I could be wrong. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. But, oh, I got you next. Let me go to this call first, H Money, because you can still see the show from your phone. What's popping, dog?
I'm on 10th to B12. Double check the details. Gotta cross my T's and dot my I's or I can't sleep well.
What's popping, dog? What you got?
None. Shout out to the third shift. Just say what's going on.
Nah, you gotta get off speakerphone.
Oh, my bad. Oh, I'm on my Bluetooth. Is that better or no?
Yeah, that's better. What's up?
Oh, okay. Nothing, just say work around it. Shout out to the third shift.
Shout out to the third shift for sure.
I had a perspective on it. I think what we don't realize is this documentary and all the stuff that we seeing, it's a big ass distraction. Sports is on TV to distract us. And we lead in sports and entertainment because that's the field that we're allowed to flourish in. So I think that we get caught up Like I heard Casey calling me, and he just sounded. I respect him. I listened to him, but he just sounded like a fan. He was just fanned out. Oh, the Bulls and us and our ownership. Man, we don't own nothing. They're gonna make sure that we don't own nothing. They're gonna make sure that we don't have equity. They're gonna make sure these leagues been going since the 30s, and we made these leagues what they are, and we still don't have stake in them like we should. I heard one brother talk about how much power LeBron had and how Steve Ballmer, the guy from the Clippers, Donald Sterling was running. Donald Sterling on the Clippers for years. Not only did he sold the team because of the bad press that it would get, not because LeBron put pressure on him, and he made money. So is it really a loss, or did he gain? Did he lose? He lost because he's not able to go in a facility, but he won because he made hundreds of millions of dollars. So when we look at this stuff, it's like victories and we ran. Man, these people allow us to have power. The thing about it is, it should be destroyed. The system that we operate in should be destroyed. I know it's pie in the sky, but the lead that LeVar Ball was trying to set by starting his own league, I think the powers that be was against him, but I think that it was a good start to show that you don't have to follow the traditional model. You can do something else before they come and infiltrate and destroy that. So I think that we should stay on code, get away from these distractions of stop letting sports, even though it is a getaway from the harshness of the world that we live in, especially being who we are as people. But I think that we should really focus and spend a lot of our time trying to figure out how do we destroy this system, make ourselves better people in the process, and use ourselves as tools to destroy this system of oppression. So that's my view. I don't really care about Michael Jordan. I don't really care about Floyd. If Floyd's not beating somebody up in the ring, I don't care about it. If Michael Jordan's not dunking on people and entertaining me by running up and down the court and releasing new Jordans every month, I'm not interested in what Michael Jordan has to say, what he does. I mean, I think all of these people are marketed to us the way they want us to view our athletes. And that's just my view on it, Fred. I hope it ain't been too long-winded, but I just think all of this shit is a distraction. Yeah, we need to stay focused on destroying this shit.
You're right. Stay focused. You're right. Stay focused. Yeah, stay focused.
But that's my call. Shout out to the guys. Peace to the third shift. And we'll get back in the chat.
Wait. Reggie
Yes,
Owens
sir.
got a question for you. What's caller Fred asked the caller his opinion on LeBron's school?
The thing about LeBron's school, here's the thing. If LeBron's school is not teaching people how to exist outside of the system, then his school is only a part of the system. His school, from what I understand, is under the school district, which means that they have to follow a curriculum that's governed by the state. So LeBron has a school in name only, but it's not as though he's revolutionizing the school system. He's not freeing black minds. He's not teaching or having rites of passage. He's not doing that. He just put his celebrity and his marketing behind a school, and he's doing great things. When you can help people go to college, or when you could take that struggle away from them, that's a beautiful thing. But we've always been able to do that. We've always had college, and I think black people, especially black women, are some of the most educated people that you could find in America. So does education translate to freedom? I don't think so. So that's what I think about LeBron School. I believe it's a beautiful symbol. It's the same as Oprah School in Africa. It's a beautiful symbol, but is it changing the minds and the hearts of us? Is it changing the trajectory of who we are as a people? If it's not doing that, then it's just a symbol. Like Obama, just a symbol. And symbols are needed sometimes. Sometimes symbols can give you direction. So maybe that symbol that LeBron started with his school might inspire other athletes with wealth and influence to start doing that, but take more control and ownership over the curriculum, and it may start another direction. Do I think so personally? No, but it's possible.
All right, he had a follow-up. He says,
what he got?
I knew he was going to have something negative to attach.
I don't think it was negative.
I can't. Let me finish this quote.
Okay.
I knew he was going to have something negative to attach. I can't rock with the caller's views.
Oh, I understand. I mean, that's why we are all different individuals. I wouldn't say it was negative. I just think it was a alternative point of view. I don't think I said nothing to disparage LeBron or to take away from him. I just gave my view. And if it came off as negative, then that's what it. But I didn't intend it to be negative, though.
Okay. I want you to hear my response when you hang up.
Okay.
All right.
I'm hanging up right now.
All right, for sure. Appreciate you.
Peace to God.
Appreciate you. One. All right. One. I've said this many times, but how long does it take to make a 3-pointer? Right? How long does it take you to be a good 3-point shooter? It takes time. It takes years. It takes months. It takes decades. You know what I mean? I went from I'm gonna make this as short as possible. We'll just use LA schools. I went to Manchester Elementary, to Bret Hart, to Horace Mann, to Washington High School, to Fremont, to Venice High School, to Cal Baptist College, a couple of junior colleges, to Whittier College, to Cal undergrad, Whittier College, graduate school, Cal State LA. I was in the program, right? But as you get older, like I told you guys, this is just me, and I want you guys to disagree. If you disagree with me, feel free. But I didn't understand being black till I was 30-something years old, and the immature people is going to take that out of context and run with it. And maybe I'll say it again, so people can make videos on me tomorrow to help me build my brand. I didn't understand what it was like to be black till I was 32, 33 years old. I tell you guys this all the time. I thought being black was having a big dick and being athletic and fucking every Hollywood star that I could possibly fuck. Like, I'm being honest. Like, I mean, I knew what it was like to be black when something big happened. You know what I mean? When the riots happened, I knew what it was like. I felt like being black when and the list goes on and on and on. You know what I mean? I understand that. But it takes time to get to a place where you can say, you know what? I know I have to live the rest of my earth years as a black man. You know what I mean? You just have to be black. You understand what I'm saying? And I chose to do that, and it's an ongoing process. I reconnected with Malcolm X when I sat my ass down. I'm not saying I didn't study him as a younger kid, which I did. But sometimes you got to sit down and educate yourself. And I think that's what I did. You understand? I had to unlearn to learn what I said last night. So I am a product of let's say a hypothetical LeBron James situation. You understand what I'm saying? Where I wasn't educated from a black man's perspective. I was educated from a systematic. You understand? So, and you know what I mean? When I realized that shit, in order for me to be successful, I got to bet on myself. And that independent mindset is so beautiful, man. It's so beautiful when you get up in the morning knowing that you can create your future. Oh my God. Fuck, man. Oh man. Go ahead, H Money. What's up?
Yo, I want to talk about the Michael Jordan and Floyd Mayweather comparison real quick. Both of these guys dominated their sports. Possibly the best basketball player ever, Michael Jordan, 6-time champion. You know, on the court, he was definitely the best. You know what I mean? But I watched the episode today, and Michael Jordan was talking about how he was just focused on playing basketball, and he said as far as the politics, that wasn't his thing. He said he tried to stay away from the politics as much as possible. And I seen it was I believe it was somebody in North Carolina. It was African American who was running for I believe a mayor or something like that. I forgot what position it was, but
hold on
Michael
one second. Is Jay Spade being disrespectful to Champ side? I think so. We just gonna block him. We just gonna get that nigga out of here. All right, go ahead.
Yo, shout outs to Champ side too, man. One of the best in the game. And yeah, Michael Jordan, you know, he didn't speak out. He didn't speak up for the African American brother that was running for a position in office. So he lost a lot of fans for that. I wouldn't say he lost a lot of fans, but he got some negative publicity for that. And people feel like since you were in that position of power, you got all these people looking up to you. Maybe if you would have gave that brother the cosign, he would have been able to win. You know what I mean? If he would have just helped promote the brother, you know what I'm saying? Possibly it would have been better for him. But Michael Jordan just stayed away from the politics altogether. And he also said, I think he said Republicans buy sneakers too. That was the comment that he made. And it actually, made people feel a certain type of way, and as far as LeBron James, man, I feel like anybody that gives back to the kids, man, that's a great thing. Anybody that gives back to their community and helps out kids, especially LeBron with the school, man, he's a G for that, Fred. I feel like he's a G, man, in my estimation. LeBron James, I think possibly off the court, he's one of the best to ever do it in basketball history, a star of that magnitude. He spoke out on certain things, and I really like what LeBron James did with the school. That's what I got to say about LeBron, you know what I mean? And Floyd Mayweather, man, he's possibly one of the best fighters to ever do it. Him and Muhammad Ali, I believe, two of the best fighters to ever do it, and Sugar Ray Robinson, of course. Floyd Mayweather, 21-time world champion, man. 21-time world champion, undefeated, 50-0. But just like Michael Jordan, out the ring, you know what I mean? The political wise, Floyd Mayweather didn't stand for anything. It was all about him at the end of the day. And, I think he did speak out a couple of times, Fred, just to be honest. I think when he spoke about Tyson Fury, how Tyson Fury, he goes out and he can say whatever he wants to say and people praise him, and he's a white man. I don't know if are you familiar with that?
I'm not.
Yeah, Floyd, he said something about how Tyson Fury, he can act and he could talk shit and people love it. You know what I mean? But he said when a black fighter does it, they get negative energy. I think he said that about Conor McGregor as well. He said that, you know what I mean? So, but Floyd, man, he's all about him. I can't say anything bad about Floyd as a boxer. He was flawless in my eyes, man. One of the best to ever do it. You know what I mean? Yeah, and just talking about the documentary, The Last Dance, as far as the dream team was concerned, man, I don't think that was really a dream team, Fred, to be honest, man. You missing out Isaiah Thomas, who should have been on there. John Stockton, no business. John Stockton should have been over Isaiah Thomas on the dream team. The same thing with Christian Laettner over Shaq. That wasn't right. Shaq should have been on that team. You know what I mean? Also, Dominique Wilkins should have been on that team as well over Chris Mullin. That's how I feel. I feel like Dominique was one of the best to ever do it. He was a way better player than Chris Mullin, and Dominique should have been on that team in my eyes, man. So I wouldn't call that the dream team. But, you missing Isaiah Thomas, Dominique Wilkins, and Shaq on that team. You know what I mean? But other than that, that's all I had for you, Fred. Appreciate it, brother.
All the time, dog. Appreciate you.
For sure.
All right, one. Yeah, Triple OG. I've always you want to know really what I think about when I think of Michael Jordan is exactly what Triple OG put in the comment section. Every time my first thought of Michael Jordan, now when I watch the commercials of The Last Dance, it automatically goes to basketball, right? It automatically goes to and I don't even know what my favorite Michael Jordan highlight is. I don't know right now. I can't go off the top of my head. Hold up one second, all of them. And so Triple OG said this. He donated the Black Lives Matter and Racist Police Department. That did make sense. He gave $1 million to each, if I'm not mistaken, right? Triple OG. And I already got him in, DB. Shit. And I'll get you next, DB. And I didn't understand what this meant. Say what you're Reg, I think this is an important comment. If I think I got it right, but I want you to explain this comment. Anyways, what you got, all of them? What's up, Jacksonville?
Yeah. Well, nothing much, man. Doggone, I just wanted to comment about a few things. And the first thing, of course, fuck Paulie. That's number one. Number two, I feel like the LeBron James school, I feel like that's everybody's saying like, oh, that's a good look. Oh, that's a good look. But if you really look at it, like, then he bashed Jalen Rose, because Jalen Rose got a school, but Jalen Rose school is donations. You know what I'm saying? And they can actually change the curriculum. They don't have to depend on the state for that school, to build that school. LeBron school, on the other hand, is whatever the state want to choose to teach these kids, then they got to roll with. LeBron just put his face on it. If you actually go to that school and been in that school, he's got number of pictures of himself all around that school, like he's being glorified. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's about me all around that school. But like one caller was saying, if you can't change the curriculum of your neighborhood and where you come from, then to me, your school ain't shit. If you can't change the curriculum, you know what I'm saying? So what? You got your name all over school. So what? You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's how I feel about the LeBron James school. Like, that's state. That's state government with school. LeBron just slapped his face on it, like a lot of celebrities do. Slap their face on shit. You know what I mean? But that's how I feel about that. Number three, Floyd. Everybody knows that asshole is about just himself and himself only. Him and Michael Jordan, they both in the same damn boat. They both don't give a damn about people. They both not human. I'm gonna put it like that. They both not human. They both are corporation or slaves, high-ranking slaves to the corporation that invested millions of dollars in them to brainwash us, which is the culture, the black community, and to worship them. Like Michael Jordan, they done showed you Floyd and Michael Jordan showed you time again, they don't give a fuck about their own race. They just give a damn about themselves. You got kids that were killing themselves, robbing and killing other black kids just for some tennis shoes. Just for some tennis shoes? Really? It's more. And what Michael Jordan did about that? What he said about that? He didn't even make a fucking statement. He didn't even say or gave not two shit about that. Right? And same as Floyd. Your own damn kids crying for help, this and that. If it's a snake, then it's a fucking snake. You don't need to be bit to know it's a damn snake. And Michael Jordan and Floyd Mayweather, they snakes. It ain't just them two that's some sellout for the almighty dollar. There's other these black women, they sell out and cool too. All because of what? Mason's face. Dead white man Mason. On some damn paper. Which is the value of that ain't shit. Y'all better wake up. For real. Like, that's all I got to say about them two motherfuckers. They're not human. They gonna always be slaves to the damn corporation when they dead and gone. And when they dead and gone, they still gonna make money off of them. Point blank period. So, you know what I mean? If Michael Jordan was really quote unquote a boss, he would have left Nike and started and used his own logo, that Jumpman symbol, and start your own shit. But nope. They own it. They own it that. They gonna own it for life. And they gonna own it even when you're dead and gone. Same as Floyd Mayweather. They gonna own it till you're dead and gone. You know what I'm saying? All these fights on YouTube and this, who you think will get percentages off that? They are Showtime, which is CBS, which is Viacom, that owns all CBS and Showtime and all of them. which is Viacom also owns BET. Am I correct? So, but yeah, that's all I got to say, though.
Appreciate you.
All right.
All right, one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. E. We got. I don't know the particulars of LeBron James. I only know the little bit that I know when he opened. I know they have a pipeline to the University of Akron. Everyone that graduates from his school goes to the University of Akron for free, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be honest, man. I had three options. I was an explorer, so I had the option of being a police officer, military, or go to college. I didn't have the opportunity of being an entrepreneur. I didn't have the opportunity, the benefits of taking over a family-owned business. So I didn't have those opportunities. Triple OG, what's up?
So, all you scared to death Negroes.
What's up?
And that sounded like one right there. I'm gonna tell you what.
Damn, I'll get you second. I'll get you next, Reg. Yeah, what's up?
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, very well.
Okay, and that sounded like one right there. Ain't nothing wrong with hating some people, but you give people credit for doing what they do, sending people to college. I heard a girl on YouTube today saying he got white maids and everybody working in his house, and I asked her, when was the last time you went and had dinner in LeBron's house? I ain't seen no white folks around there cooking. How many white folks you see walking around LeBron running his company with him? Ain't they all black?
Yeah, but you don't know the relationship. You don't know that personal relationship either. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly. And here's the other thing. I bet you they don't even, the guy just finished talking, don't even know the name of the school. He probably had to Google it.
I'm going to talk about that in a second. Go ahead. Continue.
And it's a school for at-risk children. Enrollment, 240. Established in 2018. So far showing promise for at-risk children. He is sponsoring it through his foundation. No, the state ain't paying shit on there. Yeah, they can say some of the things he got to teach anyway, because you got to teach these little young motherfuckers something. What you gonna teach them? Egyptian hieroglyphics? What the fuck you gonna teach them? You got to teach them where they at. You got to teach them about where they at. But I'd rather see his picture on the goddamn wall than George fucking Washington and Andrew Jackson. Now, I wouldn't doubt if Malcolm and Martin's pictures up there. Them white folks don't tell LeBron James what to do. Now, this is the first time he got on the team and he tried to say something and coach shut him down. But he still kind of gets what he wants, you know. But don't nobody tell LeBron what to say and what not to say. He goes against the fucking grain. The thing about it is I want to see what athlete is doing what he's doing. And we always say, you know, Terrence Crawford, he's a great father. LeBron James, he's a great father. And LeBron and all Michael Jordan could do was go somewhere and take his goddamn cars from his kids. I saw his kids on Breakfast Club. They sound like they work for Nike to me. That's what they sounded like to me. Did you see that Breakfast Club interview with him?
I didn't. Of Michael Jordan's kids? I missed it.
Yeah, his kids.
I missed it.
And, you know, they sound like they want to say certain shit, but it sounds like he don't have much to do with them. Not that he don't love them, but he's just so fucking busy. And whenever you see a picture of him, a close-up picture, his eyeballs are yellow like jaundice. They're not white around his eyeballs like normal people. And I don't think he's drinking nothing. I just think it's from stress, being who he is. He chose to be alone and be who he is. He's a brand. You can be a brand and still not lose your damn self. And, you know, I don't even have a problem with certain people that hate on certain people. That's your business. But when you hate on them, give me some damn facts on why you're hating them. Not because they play basketball. I don't give a fuck that Mike was better than him. But if they played a one-on-one game today, goddamn LeBron would destroy his motherfucking ass. we get stuck in the past on the wrong shit. Go in the past, see where you came from, and then try to better yourself and get strength from that. Not no goddamn basketball. Like I said, I'm not invested in that shit like that anymore. I ain't going to New York anymore. I ain't sitting up in another boxing arena. But y'all would tell me about that shit because I'm going to be on y'all channel waiting for you. At my age, I'm not taking no chances with this shit out here. Y'all guys running and all that shit. I ain't doing none of this shit. I ain't doing it but laying on my ass fucking and making and washing money. I may have talked too much then, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm going back in the chat.
All right, appreciate you.
All right, King, love you.
All right. Waiting on you, Reg. Yeah, man. It's Paige and Reggie Owens. Paige and Reggie Owens. Yeah, I'm not going to no boxing. I'm not going to no boxing match either. No, you calling now, Reg. You calling. We're waiting on you. Go ahead, Reg. You on mute.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You always make sure I'm mute.
I know. What's up?
But no, that statement you were saying about when related to what we think of blackness before we awaken, and then we have to delete everything that we believe. It just go about fixing ourselves. We having to correct a lot of our beliefs of thinking blackness is about fucking the most hoes, having the best clothes, the flyest rides. And it's based on images that's been put out there to us, images we see in the community, which are kind of ill-thought visions that we see of people. Well, you always hear it, man. A lot of us influenced by the dope dealers, by the gangsters. We had conflict. We pull in so many different ways of wanting to be something, but not understanding who we truly are. And a lot of people begin to find this shit after things in life have become so fucked up with them. A lot of people start to want to find their identity maybe after terms in prison when they have created so much destruction. Some people live in the ideal of blackness being, I got to hold it down for my hood and F them other niggas over there. And over a course of time, when something happens or something enlightens the mind, they begin to break away from that. And then they begin to gain an understanding like that's my brother. Even with some of the callers who've called in who speak negatively on like what LeBron and are doing, they even live in that moment. How do you not find the beauty in what they represent? The true essence of blackness, that they have gone to take their personal finances and to offer opportunities for other people. When those opportunities ain't supposed to be, I'm a person who really holds people who will go out and use personal wealth to help those who are less fortunate. That's supposed to be the job and duty of a government. That's the job and duty of a country. These people have taken upon themselves. Most people who are poor, they act all conscious and awoken and shit. And the minute those same kind of people touch a little bit of bread, they break away from the shit they preach to people. So so it takes a lot for a guy to gain wealth, so much power and influence, stay with a mission, to not forget the people or to forget where they come from. For anyone to knock that is some buffoonish shit. That's why it's almost like scratching the chalkboard when I hear callers saying, well, he got pictures all over the wall. Like that's some internalized self-hate bullshit. Is it because you want to be there? That's just a deep level of jealousy. We hate to see where others like us are making it somewhere that you want to be, but you can't praise another person for getting there before you. And you may never ever get there, but you still hold up that this person is going to keep on carrying on because he's going to offer opportunities for these young black youth. If there was not a LeBron, another 100 years would have passed on before somebody even thought about creating this kind of opportunity. And education is very big. Then people go and talking about, well, he don't control, what was they saying? The curriculum. The curriculum, because y'all talking about curriculum, y'all caught up on this ancient shit. I'm a this and that. That shit ain't got shit to do with curriculum in school. That shit that should be taught in the home. taught in the community. But when you going into education ain't matter of fact, they were all doing this shit. The shit that's out right now is teaching people coding, different computer programming, architecture, teaching them the shit that keeps them competitive, teach them the skills that move them. Because the other thing that occurred is when you dealt with this also adds on the Paulie want to talk about a non-racial society. Before these schools got integrated, these schools are offering all sorts of programs: auto mechanic, wood shop, what else programs? They had all sorts of programs that teach kids skills, wood shop, metallurgy, all this type of stuff, welding in high school. The second, when blacks start to integrate these schools, start to benefit more of these programs than white kids, the way to break away from it, like, damn, these kids are gaining too much from these skills, because the more you provide these skills where kids are working on it, same way a kid who works on a jump shot, who shoots 1,000 shots, these kids being in school, being taught how to work on certain skills is the same way as them shooting 1,000,000 jump shots, and they leave high school, going and opening their own shots. That's why black folks ran a lot of things back in the and towards the the 60s and all that time period, because they were taught. The music was so great from black kids because they benefited from music programs in schools. What do you have today in school programs? They have eliminated them. Why? Because white kids weren't benefiting from the shit. But this is why you offer school to teach kids things that are useful to them. Not history is good to learn, but history should be at the back of the mind when it comes into what you need to learn going forward. But you also teach a kid to take pride. More than teaching old history, you teach a kid to take pride in who they are. And with that pride comes the essence. And that's what's lacking with a lot. That you need to teach an essence of how to love people that look like you, how to speak to people that look like you, and how to treat others that look like you. But like you were saying, a lot of us grow up to where we think fucking hoes. I was in that time period because, like me, what I've been known for is having a lot of females. Like me from South Central, I could have fell in many different paths out there. I was always kind of mixed blended to where I was always pursuing professional careers because I always had that pride in being black. But this is where you deal with this double type consciousness. So in this double consciousness with me was my pride in being black, but also the thoughts of me having to have all these damn different women and shit. I had a lot of females I fucked with. And yeah, that was wrong, but that was a part of that early programming that occurred based on what I was seeing. And a lot of people fucked up from that. But people stop the self-hate shit, putting black folks under microscope, because the same black people who want to put black folks under microscope, Obama this, this, and LeBron this, you don't do that shit for white folks who deliberately do ill shit in your face. So start putting those people who do ill shit deliberately in your face, start putting them under a microscope and speaking it. Otherwise, you don't speak about it, go to church because you're afraid of these motherfuckers. But that's all I got, Fred.
Appreciate you. Let me get to this call before I get to this point. Thanks, Reggie Owen. 269, what's up?
Do that shit for white folks who deliberately do ill shit in your face. So start putting
269, when you call in, you gotta listen to the phone. Okay, I'm gonna read this. Through its I Promise program, the foundation serves more than 1,400 Akron area students by providing them with the programs, support, mentors they need for success in schools and beyond. In 2015, James partnered with the University of Akron. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, to guarantee a 4-year college scholarships to all eligible students who graduate from high school and complete the criteria in the classroom and in the community. In 2018, all of the foundation's interventions and research-based incentives, along with its We Are Family philosophy, have been implemented in the new give me a second, 269.
To all eligible students who graduate from high school.
You gotta cut me off in the background.
And in the community.
I'm sorry, you said what?
You got to cut me off in the background.
Research-based
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
With its
all right, 1 second.
Have been implemented in the new.
All right, let me finish this. Let me turn you down. So, along with this We Are Family philosophy, have been implemented in the new Akron Public School, the I Promise School, dedicated to giving Akron's most challenged students and their families the resources and wraparound support needed on the path to better future. All right, let me define. I get kind of emotional when I hear that shit. I'm getting goosebumps and shit. He said wraparound program. My mama, man, I wish my mama had a wraparound program when she sent me to Horace Mann. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I didn't have a father. I wish we had some wraparound programs for parents where they can go and get like substance abuse. If you got substance abuse parents, you got parents who need some job training, and the list goes on and on. I don't know, like maybe trade schools. I mean, there's so many wraparound programs that you could think of. Maybe the mother, maybe there was abuse. You know, maybe the mother and the son need counseling. Maybe the mother and the daughter needs tutoring. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe the mother needs a what do you call that? A GED. You know what I mean? So there's many levels to this shit, man. You know, I'm gonna get back on that. I'll take this call. What's up, 269?
All right. So first of all, peace to you. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about education and in their disagreement with the curriculum and what. So you know, what I'm saying whatever. My thing is, I'm a teacher.
You're a school teacher. What grade you teach?
Yes, matter of fact, I teach fourth grade math and science on the north side of Houston. I mean, I teach in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, I'm from Michigan, but I've been to many hoods. My thing is, I don't love the streets. I love my people. We have to get away from focusing on ourselves and being individualized. One thing that somebody said to me was, we went from "we shall overcome" to "I got to get mine." We have to understand that we have to put ourselves in positions of power to make change. And yes, it's going to take time. And with the individuals that you're talking about, Floyd Mayweather, you know, like I said, I'm from Michigan, so I fuck with Floyd, and Michael Jordan. Regardless of whether the game they playing and how far they come in their career and how much money they made, it's the contributions that you have to the people. Because it's just like, individually, if we play a Monopoly, we hop on the board late in the game. Park Place, all this good shit is bought up. All we got is, you know what I'm saying, Mediterranean, you know, the brown spot. You know what I'm saying? But we got to make something of that. But we have to stop getting into this mentality of it's all about me. We have to, as a people, understand that it's our collective effort that's going to get us out of this hole. And even when it's dealing back to our ancient cultures and this and that, yes, we have power within our genetics, but we have to understand that we can't keep fighting each other. Even when you get to the top, even when you get to that level of success, and they might cap you. They might say, you know what, George, you can't buy this company. You can't do this. You can't do that. We were born hustlers. We have to recap and invoke that spirit within us, but to empower us not to be competitive amongst each other. Until then, you know what I'm saying? It's just like these folks are gonna keep winning until we come together as a group. And honestly, like, bro, peace to you. Because I got to get up in the morning. Because, like I said, I am a teacher. And for anybody that is listening, teachers aren't off. They not off duty. I got plenty of shit I do tomorrow. We still love our students. But one thing I said, as a black man, we have, well, not just as a black man, but as black people, we have to understand the dynamic of power and putting ourselves in position to uplift one another, gather our resources, and build. So peace to you, brother. This is my first time.
Welcome.
One of my brother told me about you. I had to chime in. That's why I've been calling you. I've been trying to reach you all night.
Thank you. I just
So, but
I don't have a call waiting system, so when someone's on, I gotta push you. That's what was happening.
Oh no, that's cool. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is my first time calling, but I'm sure it's not gonna be my last.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate
Well,
that, dog.
Peace to you, and I hope that anybody that was listening, I hope I made sense to you.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
All right, peace.
Yeah, one. Yeah, Reggie Owens. I'm going to combine that. Not that y'all agree, but just for the sake of, if I can condense a mindset. I know B called in, Brandon called in, and all of them called in. I always say this: get out the way. Get out the way. I'm not saying we're perfect. Shit, Fred ain't perfect. I'm gonna make some. I've trusted black people and failed me. I've trusted white people, they failed me. I've trusted Mexicans that's failed me. I've trusted Asians that's failed me. You understand what I'm saying? But we got to get out of our way when it gets to like moving forward, right? Now, if LeBron James is inspiring 1,400 people, so let's say, I'm just gonna say, half of those kids got two parents, half of them don't. So that's 2,100 parents, 1,400 kids. That's 3,500 people that he's physically made an impact on. Physically. Not drop a post on Instagram, not drop a post on Facebook, not drop a post on wherever, Instagram, don't do a YouTube video, whatever the case may be. He's physically, financially exhausting himself to make the world a better place. And he's intentionally using his platform to be an advocate. I'm not saying he's perfect. You understand what I'm saying? I saw him what is that? Campaigning for Hillary Clinton. I looked at that and I thought that was kind of odd, you know what I mean? But he felt he was doing the right thing in that space. You understand? Would LeBron James do it in 2020? He didn't do it. You get my point? So he's learning on the go. It's like me, a white guy, and I told you guys this about a week and a half ago, a white guy, the Vote or Die P. Diddy campaign inspired me to vote. I didn't believe in it because I didn't believe in the government coming from the hood. I'm an 80s baby. I'm a 70s baby, but I grew up in the 80s. So in the 80s, when you grow up in the hood, you don't trust the government because every dope dealer will say that drugs was planted by the government, right? So I grew up not trusting the government. I had no idea that I was going to vote. And then from 2000, 10 years later, I'm running for public office. From not ever thinking I was going to ever vote, 10 years later, I'm running for public office. So just using that as an example tells you that there's growth, there's steps, and LeBron James is definitely not the man he was 4 years ago, 3 years ago. He's growing every day. And in my opinion, he's challenging his growth. He's challenging his growth. Then listen to what this nigga said on Instagram, dog. I thought this was astounding. I thought this shit was astounding what LeBron James said. And he's the only one that I know that was this aggressive. LeBron James. Let's see it. Okay, let's go. 2.4 million clicks. Right? All right. Here it is right here. This nigga was astounding to me. To me, I got to go to, let me read this to you guys. I'm going to quote him. We are literally hunted every day, every time we step outside the comfort of our homes. Can't even go for a damn jog. Like, what the fuck? Man, are you kidding me? No, man, for real. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, Ahmaud. Rest in paradise. And my prayers and blessings sent to the heavens above to your family. Stay woke. Profiled because we are simply black. Snoop Dogg is the first quote I see. I'm going to click on Snoop Dogg and see if he said anything. No, not yet. Let's check. I don't want to be disingenuous, but I don't see nothing on Snoop Dogg's post 5 hours ago. I'm just making this the example, and this is just strictly by accident. We're producing this show in real time. All right, 7 hours ago, his daughter. Okay, happy Mother's Day. Let's see, 1 day ago, maybe he did. Let's check. You know, no, I don't see nothing, and oh, he did. Okay, let's see what he said. Let's see what Snoop Dogg. Let's compare. No justice, no peace. Now, do you understand the type of man LeBron James is? Snoop Dogg says no justice, no peace. Man, come on, man. You can't even. Man. It's not even comparable to who LeBron James is. You know what I mean? You can't even compare. This nigga is the king of the NBA, and he's making statements like this. And Snoop Dogg is supposedly the king of the LA streets, and he says no justice, no peace. There's a difference in what LeBron James said. We are literally hunted every day we walk out our house. Imagine what Nipsey would have said. You understand what I'm saying? So let's put things in perspective. LeBron James is special, and he's putting his money where I don't know if he's not perfect, dog. He's not perfect, and neither am I. But I'm saying if a motherfucker is literally touching 3,500 people a year, and this is give or take, it's obviously more because guess what? He has employees there. The man is paying salaries. You understand? The man is paying salaries, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. And I don't know the demographic, but naturally you're going to have a Spanish teacher there, right? Naturally you're going to have an Italian speaker there, right? It's just it. You know what I mean? Like, I think we go overboard when someone said, oh, he got a Mexican cook or whatever the case may be. You don't know their relationship. You don't know their relationship. You know what I mean? Yeah, he killed the dog. I was thinking the same thing, Hustler. So I didn't want to say it, but I was thinking that. And it's like me, a white guy introduced me to voting. Let me say it again so someone can make a video on it. A white guy introduced me to voting. You know what I mean? And the same white guy is in my accountability team that I tell you about every so often. It's 6 of us in the accountability group, you know, and we spoke today for Mother's Day. And it's just it. We're all teammates at some point in college, and we've agreed to go through death together. You understand? And that same white guy, he adopted a black kid from Africa. You understand what I'm saying? And we hold him accountable. Like, not accountable, like it's definitely more conversational than what it is. But it's like, nah, nigga, you can't have him have that haircut. And he leans on us like, hey, I don't know what to do here and what to do here. And we tell him, you understand what I'm saying? And that's the reality of it. You know what I mean? He's a good brother. He's white. You know what I mean? He's the richest. His family is the richest in the group. I told him about him all the time. Holman Motors. Feel free to Google him. Fucking filthy fucking rich. You know what I mean? He's the richest guy in our group. Not because he's white and I'm black, but it's a different conversation when you're having a conversation with a rich person. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I'm just being candidly honest with you. And they are beyond wealthy. You understand what he paid when he went to college? The first day of college, he brings a check with him the first day of college. You know what I mean? Saying I'll get you in a second. He pays with a check the first day of college. I'm paying in pieces. You know what I mean? I'm overdrawing my accounts. I'm taking advances on my credit cards. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna bring Rocky on the show one day. You know what I mean? At some point in time, no rush. But But yeah, man, we've been friends for 1997, dog. That group we've been together since 1996. We've gone through everything together, divorces together, monogamy, polygamy, home buys, repos, father dies, cancer. Oh man, we done been through everything together in the last 23 years. You know what I mean? We could write a book on that motherfucking tech strand. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, yeah, what's up, 269? Man, you gotta, man. Man, I'm not even gonna pick up this call. You can't make the same mistake twice. So the point I'm making is you don't know the relationship. I've never looked at a black man and been like, dog, why are you hanging with that Mexican dude? Y'all may think it because of how I talk on my YouTube, but if you understand it in context, you understand what I'm saying. But I don't look at a black man if he got a Mexican best friend. That's LA for you. In my head, I'm like, that's LA. That doesn't mean you're not a black man. I also understand that, and what I believe is when the black man's fighting a battle of oppression, that Mexican friend should be fighting the battle of oppression. You know what I mean? Rocky's the same way. He gave me $500. He sent me $500 or $1,000 on my campaign when I ran for office, blindly. He probably wouldn't even vote for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest. He probably wouldn't even vote for me, but he blindly gave me $500 or $1,000 blindly. You know what I mean? Because he loves me. He supports me. You know what I mean? And so I don't want that to be misconstrued when people say, I understand when people say, give me a second, E. I understand when black people talk, when they say, we got to fight the white man and this. I don't take that out of context. I understand what they're saying. They're talking about the oppression that we've been dealing with for 400 years. Literally, when you're 21, 22, you take it literally, in my humble opinion. You take it literally. Oh, I hate all white people. No, I get emotional when I say that at times. You know, fuck white people and shit when I'm doing videos and shit. But the intelligent people don't take that out of context. You know what I mean? The young, dumb people take that literally and say, oh, Fred hates all white people. You know, what's up, E? What you got?
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Hey, what's up?
It was a brother, man, in the comments. He said something that I thought was pretty good.
I missed it. But go ahead.
Yeah, this is I think it's MZ Talks Boxing or MP.
Yeah,
Talks
I see
Boxing.
him right now. What he said?
Okay, yeah. He said that black athletes aren't heroes until white America hates them.
Or not heroes because what?
Until white America hates them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me think of, of Ali and how what he stood up against. You know, I'm seeing this evolution, in some of the athletes, not evolution, but an awakening.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at what LeBron is doing. I'm looking at the things that he's saying, on social media. And I'm looking at the things that he's doing. I mean, that school that he set up, like you said, look at how many kids, his lives he's gonna affect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These are the same at-risk kids, just like he supported Clinton, but that following year he didn't. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's, just being aware, of certain things that, they say and do, it's an awakening that's happening. You know what I'm saying? Those same at-risk youth is who she called super predators. He may have realized that. You know what I'm saying? He may not have known that when he supported her, but he may have realized that and decided not to do that following year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking at, an awakening that's happening with some of our athletes. It's like, well, I don't understand how cats can bash your school. You haven't even done the research. And like you said, I mean, look at how many lives he's affecting. How can you bash that? I don't get it. You know, there's a I don't know if you're aware of Dr. Not Dr. Clarence, Dr. Boyce Watkins.
Oh yeah, very much so. Yeah.
You are?
I follow him. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, yeah, he had he did a show the other day, and he was talking about a brother from my hometown, Chicago, who I'm going to research. The brother's name is Marcus Klein, and he started a school, you know, for inner city youth with $10,000.
$10,000?
With $10,000, and it made me think. I remember when Umar Johnson was going around here trying to get all this money for this school, and I actually supported it because what Umar was saying, you know, was right. I mean, the prison, the school, the pipeline, prison, and you know, a lot of the things that Umar was saying was right. But what Umar's problem is his ego. You know, he want like you have a team around you of accountability. He won't put a team around him. You know what I'm saying? So that he could be successful with that school. That's why it hasn't happened yet. You know, and that's why he's now being questioned about all the money that he collected for this supposedly school. You know, but when Dr. Boyce Watkins was talking about this cat who started the school with $10,000, I'm going, damn, why does Umar need all this money if this cat started the school for 10 grand? So Boyce, you know, was inspired. He said, look, man, he said, you know, I can't do much. He says, but I'm going to help you the best I can. He gave him a check for $5 grand. And then he found out that the brother was starting up another school in Atlanta with $5 grand.
Hold up. Let me get this man's name. What's his name?
Exactly. His name is Marcus Klein. I got to find out the name of the school again. I forgot the name of the school.
Klein? Spell Klein.
Marcus Klein. Yeah.
K-L-I-N-E?
K-L-I-N-E. Right. He's from my hometown, Chicago. And, you know, I'm hearing a lot of brothers that call in saying, we need to come together. We need to do this. What we need to do is we need to get behind this brother in Chicago, Marcus Klein, who's actually setting up an establishment to educate our youth. We need to get behind this brother. That's what we need to do. You know, we're always talking about how we need to get together and build something. We need to get behind this brother.
Wow, I'm inspired right now.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the school, but I'll get it and I'll DM you or whatever.
I'm looking at it right now. We're gonna go to it right now.
Yeah, Dr. Boyce Watkins was talking about this, brother.
I'm gonna Google him right now.
Yeah. And I said, man, we definitely need to get behind this, brother. If he started the school with 10 grand and Umar running around here talking about he need millions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, man, I just wanted to put that out there, man. I don't understand how.
I'm glad you called in. Thank you. I'm glad you called.
All right,
I have it up on the screen now.
Okay.
All
okay.
Right, one.
All right.
All right. One.
All right, bro.
One.
All right. Later.
Yeah. Peace. Marcus Klein, Freedom Home Academy International Director. I need to reach out to this dude because I'll tell you one thing. I used to have a goal of being mayor of Los Angeles. You know what I mean? And then I understood systems and operations. And then this thing called social media came about. And I was like, I really don't need that path line. But what I am going to do in the next 10 years is open up some type of community center or school. That's definitely a goal of mine. And I'm going to read it. Freedom Home Academy International Director. In an African-centered context, our purpose is building African children to be exceptional, academically intense, driven, and disciplined human beings. Its organic approach concentrates on reading, mathematics, focus, geography, health, and cultural enrichments. We are a private homeschool institution with specifics, measurable goals. I'm just going to read how much is in tuition. Standard $5,400 a year, made monthly, $450 a year. Is there a discount for one? No, the standard to rates per child. The Freedom Home account located in Chicago. Yeah, how do I contact school literacy? Do I have a high school at this time? We don't have high school. I've tried contacting. What's the curriculum? And What's the curriculum? Here's what you guys. I'm interested in this. I'm gonna Google him. So there we go. I'm gonna put the link in the comment section so you guys can do your own research. And guess what we gonna do? Guess what we gonna do? Here's what we gonna do. Y'all motherfuckers gonna talk shit, right? Y'all motherfuckers want to talk shit, right? Okay. Here's what y'all niggas gonna do. Y'all want to talk shit? I'm about to find him on Instagram. What's his name? Marcus Klein. I think this is important. All right. If we can do this in real time. Freedom Home Academy, right? Freedom Home Academy International, right? Okay, let's do this. Freedom. Thanks for calling in, E. Freedom. See, it's funny when the purpose of a conversation is to get to a place. You don't know what that place is, but not that this is the final destination. Freedom Home Academy. Academy Center. Freedom Home has 285. Let me see if I can find it. Yep, he has something going on in Atlanta. But I'm trying to. Freedom Home opens up in Atlanta. That's beautiful. I'm trying to. Action or in African education freedom. I want to open up if it's. I want to learn the process. So I'll get back to the chat in a second. I can't read it, but I would love for us to reach out to this man. I'm trying to. Give me 24 hours, okay? I'm gonna need your help too. So if we can find a contact or a point person, I think this is important. We got to have this man on our show. You know, we have to have this man on the show. We have. He's a real life superhero. If what he's doing is legit, he's a superhero. This nigga's a superhero. Shit. I want to touch the hem of his garment. Shit. Ain't that what y'all do to Jesus to get healed? Shit. This man's a superhero, dog. Oh, I think I found him. Marcus Klein. I fucking found him. Good. I needed 24 seconds. Okay, y'all niggas want to talk. Here's what we gonna do. We go on his Instagram right now. We go into his Instagram right now. Everybody, we are not getting off this chat until I see 20 comments in his last post. Let me give his last post. Here's the last post. We ain't getting off this stream. And y'all want to talk shit, right? Y'all want to be about change and motherfucking building. All right. Y'all want to talk about building, right? Y'all want, you know what I mean? Y'all want to talk about building, right? Y'all want to talk about helping the community. Well, here's a man that's actually doing it. Umar Johnson's been trying. I'm not critiquing. He's been trying to build this school for over a decade. All right. Over a fucking decade. And I fucking found him. I appreciate you hitting me, E. And I just want him to come on. Here it is. Everybody go comment on this post. Everybody go comment. Go comment. I'm going to DM him tonight. Everybody go comment on this post and invite him on the show. I think this is important, right? We want to build, right? We want to build. We got a real life LeBron James, right? Real life LeBron James in this motherfucker. All right. Here it is right here. Everybody go post. Here it is, right? I just want to get his perspective. I've never seen, I've seen it in LA, but I'm saying like, damn, African Freedom Home Academy International, right? How about if, okay, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, let's go. Everybody, how much a year? It says $5,400 a year, which is $450 a month. I pay $1,000 a month for Lincoln to go to school. I pay $10,000 a year for Lincoln to go to school. Real numbers. This is half the price for K through 8. You know what I mean? Half the price. You know what I mean? And I hate when motherfuckers say, "Oh man, we got to pay for school." Nah, public school ain't free, you dumb motherfucker. Public school ain't free. They get it out of everybody's check. You understand what I'm saying? The government they tax you when you go to the store, and they tax you when you get your check. And then they tax you on your retirement. You know what I mean? So I'm really interested in speaking with this man. I'm really we gonna make him famous. I guarantee you, if we talk about him, a bigger publication will hit him up. We gonna make him famous if he's on the up and up. Y'all talking all this shit. Y'all want to help, right? Y'all want to help? Okay, y'all want to help. Okay, y'all want to help. I'm gonna see how much you want to help. I'm gonna see how much y'all want to help. Go comment on his last post. I ain't seen that one comment. Ain't no. Oh, Kenyatta. I see you, Kenyatta. Don't like it. You can like it too, and type in the comment. Type in the comments. You want him on the show. All right. Shit. We doing all this talking. I don't give $450 a year for your fucking son to be a king, your daughter to be a queen. Shit, that ain't worth it. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm in pitch. I'm seeing it from a utopic perspective, right? I'm not saying it that, but you're going to pay $500 a month in the public school because they wear uniforms. So you're going to pay $100 for the shoes. You're going to buy them two new pair of jeans a month. You're going to buy them new socks. So you're only paying an extra $250 a month. If it's $500, you're definitely paying $250 just to keep your child in public school, guaranteed. That's just the real. If you think about it, systems and operations, break it down, and you're gonna realize how much it costs to keep your child. It's definitely not equal. I would agree. Harvard Westlake, $16K a year. I run by a house every day that says my child goes to Harvard Westlake in Windsor Hills. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? 16K. Sheesh, 16K a year. That's $64,000 for 4 years. So we talking shit. I know everybody talking. I know everybody want to. Let's see if we get out. Oh, thank you, MZ Talks. I appreciate you, dog. Thank you. I'm a comment. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm interested. I'm very interested in this because it's gonna give us some understanding. You know what I mean? Thank you, MZ. I'm gonna comment on it, and I get done. It's important. These are the real heroes. Kenyatta, I appreciate you, man. Thank you, dog. It's important. You know what I mean? It's important. We need to hear these voices. You know what I mean? Shit. That's what this platform is for. You know what I mean? If there was a Mexican man in the world saving 100 black men, I'll be like, man, get his ass on the show. If there was a white man saving 100 black men, get his ass on the show. You know what I mean? That would make everybody feel comfortable, right? A nice, clean-cut white man talking about how he saved black people, right? You know what I mean? So I appreciate you, Jordan. You know what I mean? Email him then. Email him. Go to the link and email him. How about you do that? You know what I mean? But yeah, we got 2. Oh, what's up, Raul? I appreciate you, Raul. Reggie Owens. Yeah. We're going to get this nigga on the show. It's important that we listen to this man. It's important that we listen to him. He could be right. He could be wrong. But the nigga is actually out here doing it. You know what I mean? Shit. I'm very interested in what he has to say. Very interested in what he has to say. You know what I mean? Very interested. I appreciate you, Patty Pilates. Yeah, we gonna get this motherfucker on it. We just gonna let him talk. We just gonna let him talk. Let him go. You know what I mean? I want to know how we started. $10,000? Shit. We gonna get this shit popping. Project Sun, I appreciate you, dog. Reggie, I appreciate you. Raul 1980. Kenyatta, I appreciate you. MZ Talks, I appreciate you. He gonna be like, what the fuck in the morning? He gonna be like, what the fuck? 281, what's up?
Hey, Fred, this your boy MZ.
Hey, what's up? Appreciate you. Appreciate you, dog. Thank you.
Say, man, I back up what I believe is a good move.
Mhm.
I always behind what I think is going to help.
Mhm.
Now, you said something that's key. You said we got to listen to this man.
Mhm.
And I want to throw it out there. I'm not trying to down anybody or shooting any shot.
Mhm.
I'm just saying black people as a whole, listening is something we have a problem with,
Mhm.
and we have to concentrate on having our attention span last longer than 30 seconds
Mhm.
because you don't hear what you want to hear to tickle your ears.
Mhm.
In order to educate yourself, it's not going to always be fun.
Mhm.
Let's learn to listen, and then we'll start educating ourselves to make moves to get out of these situations that we hate so much.
Mhm.
Stop talking about it, listen, learn how to play the game, and win.
Mhm. Facts.
That's all I got.
I appreciate you calling it, and thanks for commenting. I appreciate
Hey, man, we doing what we can,
One.
and you doing that job. I got to give you that.
Oh, that's love. Thank you. I want this man on the show.
I want to hear it.
I'm dying to hear it. Like yesterday, I'm inspired right now.
You know what I'm saying? When you say it, as soon as you put it up, I went on and jumped on it.
I see it. You were the first one to do it. You first, baby. You first. You
I
first.
want to hear what he got to say. Because,
Me too.
You starting the school educating, and you educating the generations of us. Our young ones, you trying to help them, man. Yeah, man, get him on the show.
Yep. Facts. We got to.
Else they've been talking to all you wrenches and everything, man. Y'all send this man a message, tell him to come on the show, man. Talk to us.
Yeah. It's important. It's important. It's very important. I'm liking
Man,
all these pictures to make sure he see it.
I'm fucking that.
Uh-huh.
Love to everybody, man. Keep doing it.
One, man. I appreciate
Yeah.
you. Uh-huh. Yeah, we're gonna get this man on the show. We have to. We have to. Even if you don't agree with his thank you, Omega Red. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Thanks, big dog. Only 6 people comment. We ain't getting off. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. We running a telethon tonight. That's what we doing. We running a telethon. Thank you, man. Bernice. Thank you, man. Bernice Anderson. Thank you. We gonna get this man on the show. Thank you. We running a telethon, sir. Appreciate you, man. We running a telethon tonight. We ain't playing. We gotta get 20 comments in this motherfucker. I'm serious. I ain't never been more serious about this show. And if you want to email him, the email was in the bottom of the of his comment of this post. The email was in this post. Okay. So go to it. Let me put this in real time so we can see it. Okay. Let me do this so we can share the screen. We got to get this man on the show. All right. We got to get this man on the show. It's important. It's very important. Very, very important. This is beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 comments. We got 11 more comments, y'all. We got 11 more comments, man. We got 11 more. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, Jay Cooley? I need you to comment, Jay Cooley. I need you to comment. Go to that link and comment. Tell them to come on the show. How the hell do you have the courage to start a motherfucking school that says, I'm teaching these kids about Africa in a white man's world, man? Come on, man. Yeah, we give them credit for that. Shit. I haven't done that. You know what I mean? Shit, this is amazing. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We ain't done. We got 9 comments. We got 11 more to go. Good Parish, man. Thank you, dog. We got 10. We halfway there. We halfway there. He gonna wake up in the morning and be like, damn, what the fuck is going on? He only had 2 comments on this post. He only had 2 comments. Yeah. We gonna get him there. Hey, Patty, put something in his comment section. Okay. I ain't see it. Put something. I know you tagged him, but put something in the comment section too. All right, thank you. He's gonna inspire you on some level. He got 2 schools, one in Atlanta, one in Chicago. I dropped the comment. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. What's the link? Here's the link right here. All right. So we got 9 more comments to go because I'm gonna put one when the show ends. All right. When the show ends, I'm gonna put a comment in there too. All right, we on our way. Yeah. Yeah, we gonna have them on the show. Maybe Tuesday. We'll have them on maybe Tuesday. I think it's important. Yeah, appreciate you, DB. Be in this motherfucker. Good Parish. Let me hit the refresh button. Oh yeah. What's up, Eric? Put something in the comments, Eric. Comment on that hoe. Yeah, we getting there. We getting there. Yeah, Eric. You the leader on this, E. You the leader. Motherfucker got a fucking school with $10,000. Get the fuck out of here. How you do that shit? We sitting there complaining. This nigga listen, he turned $10,000 into a career and he's inspiring kids. I hate when black people get mad like you're not supposed to make money. Like how have we been so conditioned in a capitalist society to believe that we can't make money off what we're great at? And you praise an athlete for getting $20 million a year and you can't make $100 selling your product. Man, get the fuck out of here. Man, we've been so bamboozled. It's just a shame. You don't have an account. Oh, okay. His email. Let me copy and paste the email. Okay, let me do this like this. Give me a second. Let me copy and paste here. One second. Let me get the email right now. All right. Here's the email. There's the email right below the link. Okay. There you go. Now you have the email address. So if you don't have. Oh, we did this shit. We got it. Jay, I appreciate you. Rob, I appreciate you. G Money, I appreciate you. Rao. E, I appreciate you. Yeah, man. We're going to get this shit done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We got 15 comments. Mine, 16. We need 4 more comments because I'm going to make 20. We need 4 more comments and feel free to email. We need this man on our show. We got to get him on the show. Oh, get him on Reggie Owens' show. I don't give a fuck. Reggie Owens, you do the fucking interview. I just think it's important, you know what I mean, that we hear his voice. It's important that we hear his voice. The motherfuckers, if the nigga started school with a $10,000 check, imagine if you and your best friend put your income tax return together. Get the fuck. I mean, you're going to be so inspired by this shit. You know what I mean? This is important. My people, drop a comment. And I'm Bernice Anderson. By the way, my brother and I know I get trolled bad but I'm ready to fight anybody. I appreciate you. Bunice, appreciate you, man. By the way, my brother, I know I get trolled bad, but I appreciate you. Thanks, big dog. We got to get this man on the show. Marcus Klein is his name. We're going to get this nigga on the show. We probably hit 20 comments already. We had 20 for sure. I think we hit it. Oh, we way over. We got this shit. 901, what's up? 901, what's up? We hit this hoe. I told you,
Yo,
man.
what's up, Fred?
What's pop?
This is H Money, man. I just had to call in real quick. I just got some breaking news. I just want to know your opinion on this. Adrian Broner just put out a post on Instagram. He's saying, he said, if I don't get $10 million my next fight, he said, I'm not fighting for Showtime and Al Heyman. He said that where I'm at right now in my career. He said, if not, I'm gonna do my own thing. That's what Adrian Broner just tweeted out. I just want to get your opinion on that real quick.
He's just talking. He's drumming up. He's drumming up attention. He's stirring up attention. You know what I mean? He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. Adrian Broner. We did this shit. Damn. Yeah, he's just drumming up attention. H Money.
For sure, man. That's what's going on right now. People talking about it. I seen Fight Hype put out a video about it.
Okay.
Yeah, they talking about it. They saying he might go fuck with Top Rank or DAZN. I'm not sure what he gonna do, but I hope he take the Devin Haney fight. He talking about fighting on DAZN. I hope he fights Devin Haney.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Hey, Fred, Devin Haney gonna fuck him up, bro. I'm just telling you, Devin Haney gonna fuck him up.
It's a good fight. I don't know if he's gonna fuck him up, but it's a good fight. It's a very good fight. It's a good fight. Devin Haney has to have a great camp. That's why I tell him all the time. You got to have a great camp. You know what I mean? It starts with a great camp. So we'll see. But you know what we just did? I know that's a good story. Maybe we can talk about that shit tomorrow. But we just put over 20 comments in this man who started a school with $10,000.
Yeah, I see you getting everybody to leave a comment.
Yeah, we did that shit. We did it. We got over 20. We got over 20 comments, and I'm about to leave one. We fucking did this shit. We did this shit.
For sure.
The power of group economics. The power of group economics. You know what I mean? This is an example of group economics. Oh.
You right about that, man. You know, we doing positive things, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Appreciate it, Fred. I just had to let you know, and I wanted to get your opinion on that real quick.
I'll talk about it more in depth later. I'm just real focused on this shit right now. But I'll get to it tomorrow or something for sure.
For sure, King, man. Appreciate that, King.
All the time. Yeah, peace. All right. I mean, man, y'all fucking amazing. Y'all amazing. Pound for pound. You still up, nigga? What's up, dog? Look how many comments we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27 fucking comments. All us. We did that shit in 10 minutes, dog. We did that shit in 10 fucking minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, dog. I'm telling you, man, the power of group economics, man, we ain't playing. Whether you agree with this school or disagree with this school, you need to listen to him. The same way you fucking listen to that shit on a white man telling you how to motherfucking build a motherfucking whatever it is, you need to listen to this man on how to build. Oh, you work nights? Okay, that's why you still up. I appreciate you because I know you in a different country. So, but yeah, man, it's important. I want to listen to this man talk. You know, and this, you know what's gonna be dope is y'all get to ask him questions. I taught history mostly, but I taught special ed. I mean, I got my degree in history, but I taught special ed. Oh man, we in this motherfucker. I'm inspired by this. You never know where this fucking show gonna go. That's why it's important to take every call. That's why it's important. We did this shit. Yeah, we did this shit. Marcus Klein gonna wake up like, what the fuck is this? Yep. And I'm gonna comment on all y'all comments. Yep. We need him on the show. We need to listen to him. This is LeBron. This is the LeBron James that's not in the NBA. I think he needs to hook up with LeBron James. Them motherfuckers need to shit. Dr. Claude Ans has been preaching I believe in group economics, man. I believe in it. You don't believe in group economics? Well, the first time you share a Snicker, when you tell your best friend, take a piece of the booty. Remember that shit when you was a kid and you only had $1 and your best friend didn't have any money and you went and bought a Snicker? That's group economics. When you tell your friend to break a piece of the cookie, or no, break a piece of the honey bun, and you tell that nigga, nah, that shit is too big, littler. That's group economics, nigga. That's age appropriate group economics. You know what I'm saying? So when you wake up on Saturday morning and you tell and you and your best friend, y'all share bus fare to go to the mall, you catch the 108 down Slauson Avenue to get to the Fox Hills Mall, and your best friend don't have any money, you sacrifice your hamburger special on Friday night to make sure that nigga can go with you to the mall on Saturday morning. That's group economics. Same thing, same discipline. You know what I mean? What you say, champ side? LeBron James school talk led to exactly what people are looking for. Boom. Yeah, yep, you're right. We're gonna get the champ side. You can do that. I just want this nigga to talk. I really, if 9 o'clock is too late for him, you know what I'm gonna say? We got champ side that come on at 6. We got Reggie Owens that come on at 7:30. You know what I mean? You pick your option. But I want us to hear his voice. I think it's that important because 9 o'clock may be too late for him. If he's in Atlanta or Chicago, that's 11 o'clock. You know what I mean? He got to teach kids in the morning. But we got to get this guy on. We got to get this guy on. I think it's going to inspire us. So we going to make it happen. Y'all motherfuckers are amazing, dog. It took 3 hours for us to get here. We here. You know what I mean? Damn, y'all amazing. God damn, y'all still putting comments in. You know why this is cool? Because the people putting comments don't even talk in the chat. Many of y'all don't even talk in the chat. You know what I mean? Man, this is amazing, dog. This is amazing. And we got 30 comments. Boom, we in this motherfucker. So where we at, man? I want to say thank you to all you guys. I want to say thanks, Champ Side. You still up? Huh? Appreciate it. You had a long day today, Champ Side. Your wheels been turning all day, dog. No, I take that back. Your wheels been spinning the last 4 days. I've been listening to you. Yeah, plus the emails. I've been listening to you like the past 4 days, Champ Side. Your motherfucking ass, that motherfucking done evolved into a damn. Yeah, Champ Side been on it the last 4 days. Yeah, his lives. Oh man. Y'all niggas don't get it. Y'all niggas don't get it. Yeah, man. So we good. We did an amazing job. Tomorrow we have someone coming on named Jamie Alexander. She's gonna talk about yeah, that's your favorite line. Y'all niggas don't get it, right, Chelsea? Oh man. What's up, black man from Florida Avenue Grill? Howard you. What's up, man? Every time I touch down in DC, that's where I go. That's where I go. You know what I mean? It feels like I'm sitting next to Martin Luther King or Malcolm X. It does. Every time I go there, I have that feel. I sit at the booth and I order my breakfast. You know what I mean? Yep, Dre's Finest. Yeah, I love that place. Next fight, I'll be there. Next fight. Well, I don't know next fight I'm going to, but I may not get to another fight till, if it's not Wilder, I may not get to another fight for probably a year. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's Champ Side favorite line. Y'all niggas don't get it. Yeah. Oh my God. Man, that's funny. Oh man. Oh man, yeah, Champ Side versus Birdie. Oh, that nigga. Oh yeah, that was epic too. Yeah, fuck Champ Side. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man. The reason why I don't put comments in y'all chat is because I don't like breaking y'all train of thought and shit. You know what I mean? Because it's just out of respect. You gonna say, "Hey, what's up, Barbershop? What's up, Fred?" Like Reggie Owens when he does his shit, I just sit there and I listen because he's doing his commentary, and I don't want him to say, "Hey, what's up, Fred?" So that's why I don't put it in the comment section. You know what I mean? So all y'all shit. So y'all know. I don't really need that acknowledgement. So, but yeah. Yeah, damn, y'all niggas are amazing, nigga. Shit. That nigga gonna be like, in the morning, that nigga gonna be like, what the fuck? Yeah. Yeah, we gonna get this nigga. We gonna get him. We gonna get him. We gonna stay on him. We gonna get him. We're inspired today. Yeah. So we good for tonight's show? I feel like we got a lot done. Oh, all the time. All the time, Reggie Owens. All the time. Should I listen? You ain't gotta ask me twice when it come to you, Reg. Never. So yeah, even if I disagree with you, yeah, I'll disagree with you silently. I'll have to call you like, nigga, what the fuck you talking about? So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. We had a great show. We went from, think about this conceptually. We went from talking about niggas that ain't shit. Oh, I'll tell you. What's up, DB? You might as well stay on the line and holler at your boy. What's up?
Man, what's up, man? Hey, man, it was a great show. Man, it's always strength in numbers. Whenever we do something, because we got anywhere between 150 to 350 people, on average about 200 at any given time. And if we just get 10% of the people that's on the chat to do any one thing, whether it's tweeting somebody or hitting their IG or just, posting something to anything that they post or replying to it, man, it makes a big difference because 20 people for us is a small number, but for somebody else who only got 2 comments on there to wake up and have 25 or 30 extra people commenting on one thing.
Yeah. He gonna feel it in the morning when he wake up. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? I'm about to.
We get them on there. Plus I'm gonna send it out to the shorties too. You know what I'm saying? Plus Cindy right here with me right now. She's gonna post. She's gonna comment. So it's gonna go down, man.
Okay.
Real quick, I'm gonna close up this.
Take your
Michael
time.
Jordan, man, the look that he has is like steaks, cigars, cognacs, late nights, and gambling, and barebacking white girls who he don't think is safe.
Yeah. You're right, man. I'm telling you. He look like he wear open toe sandals and shit, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Something ain't right. I don't know if you know what jaundice is. Little kids have jaundice when they're born. They got like yellow, yellow face, yellow eyes. Yeah, he looked like he got something like that. Yeah, Mike just don't look good, man.
He don't look good, man. Like his kidneys about to fail, like his liver or something, dog. He don't look healthy at all.
My uncle Enrique looks just like that. He looks just like that. You know what I'm saying? And he's been drinking and smoking since he was about 11. So I know exactly what the look looks like. Happy Mother's Day to Patty Dean.
Oh, happy Mother's Day, Patty Dean.
I need to see
I'm sorry.
many of the other queens in there, but everybody send out to Patty Dean. Happy Mother's Day to her.
Happy Mother's Day, Lauren Bevel, Patty Dean. Oh yeah, happy Mother's Day for sure.
LB, happy Mother's Day. Yeah, absolutely. Real quick, Michael Jordan, Floyd Mayweather, Kanye West, Jay-Z. Those are the 4 black billionaire entertainers. They have different energy, but they got the same spirit. It's all about them. It's all about the money. You know what I mean? And they are politicians in the game. They can't stand for something and just and stand for something for us. Jay-Z appears to do that from time to time, but he goes right behind there. It's like every step that he takes forward, he takes 2 steps backwards. You know, and who says it all the time? Omega Red says it all the time, man. Quit trusting these entertainers to be spokespeople for us because they don't care. You know what I'm saying? These dudes are billionaires and multimillionaires, and they don't care about the little dude.
Facts.
Big facts. Anyway, man, it was a great show. Love everybody, man.
Hey, before you go, I want to say this. this is a great example of never get off the track. Keep running. We started this show talking about niggas that ain't worth shit. You know what I mean? In comparison to where we want to go, where this conversation is going, right? Michael Jordan, Republicans buy sneakers too. Floyd Mayweather, all lives matter. You understand what I'm saying? Paulie Malignaggi ain't shit. Brian Custer, he's going to be 50-50 on everything. And then we got to a point where we got Marcus Klein is his name. Marcus Klein. Brother Eric came in. That's why you say you got to finish the day. Finish the day. You know what I mean? It was 11:30 at night. You had 30 minutes left in your day. And next thing, because you didn't fall asleep, you saw a commercial that motherfucker that inspired you to motherfucking go learn how to build a train. Motherfucker go inspired you to start your YouTube channel, inspired you to learn how to make flowers, invest in yourself, bet on yourself. You know what I mean? So you never know where you fucking gonna get that inspiration from. Finish your day, okay? Finish your day. And this show, this 3 hours and 5 minutes is a microcosm of life. You know, finish your day. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, appreciate you, DB. Appreciate you, big
man.
dog.
Stay in the race. Stay in the race.
Stay in the
to the
race.
finish line.
Stay in the race, y'all. Stay in the race.
Stay in the race. And this is the perfect time. You know what this is the perfect time for?
For what?
For you to play the song.
Appreciate you, DV. Appreciate you.
Right on.
All right, what? Hey, speaking of some no good motherfuckers, hustle champion, champ. It must be in the blood, must be in the Bevel family, dog. Thank you. Seen and unseen, man. I appreciate you, dog. Came through in a major way tonight. Thank you, dog. I appreciate you, Patty Dean. Appreciate you. I saw the tag. Reggie Owens, man. No shortcuts, man. We run if the coach say 4 laps, a mile under 6 minutes, we doing four laps under 6 minutes. Tony Snow, that's what it is, Patty Dean. Yeah, I remember being on that track in high school. Everybody got run a mile under 6 minutes, right, sir? Patty Dean. Everybody telling her thank you. Oh, shit. Seen and unseen. Champion Heart. What's up, man? Happy Mother's Day, Patty Dean. And you got some kings in here. See, you special. Definitely deliver, right? Definitely deliver. Hustler Slim. Damn, we got to this part of the song quick. Fuck. Sing this shit with me, People Hernandez.
Quickly they'll come for your bro. Games get played, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a lie. I'm telling you the truth. It's only what you do.
Some things you gotta do. Hey, Reggie Owens, appreciate you, big dog. West Virginia, you in the house, big dog? Pete Good, MZ Talks came through in the clutch. He said, I'm gonna be first. Dre's finest. Sir, Pete Good. A sword of God. Welcome to the show, man. AMG, Fred 24. That's what it is, man. Happy Mother's Day, Patty Dean. Happy Mother's Day, Patty Dean. I got my 5 mics. Okay, we finally can end the show. People Hernandez, appreciate you. Finish the day, right, DB? Finish the day. Tell the truth. Hey, this shit reminded me of 2 weeks ago when the show was kind of flat at about 10:15. What the fuck happened like 2 weeks ago? I mean, I was like searching. I was like really struggling with this show like about a week and a half ago. And something fucking funny happened, and that was the night when TB said he wasn't treating her right. TB said my boy wasn't treating her right, and the show fucking took off. Champ side shit was amazing, dog. Yeah, we did this motherfucker tonight. We gonna have this nigga on the show, and when I get done with him, I'm asking him to go on Champ side and Reggie Owens and everybody else. Trill Talk, all that shit. I think it's important, and we gonna sing this shit for the last time. Oh, and the 2 callers arguing. Yeah, I remember that shit. The show was so flat before that, but we picked it up, yo. Cause why?
Cause the devil is a lie. I'm telling you the truth. It's only what you do. Some things you gotta do. Hey.
I'm so inspired, dude. I can go run 5 miles right now. I literally can go run 5 miles right now for sure. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna do some more research on Marcus Klein and respond to all y'all comments. I'm wide awake right now for sure. I love y'all, man. We out here, man. Y'all pulled on my heartstrings tonight, man. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate you, man. Never hesitate to call in. All right, never hesitate to call in. Because Eric came in not off topic, but something different, you know what I mean? And he hit the bullseye. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. Thanks, DB. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all niggas. And the one queen, Patty Dean. Hey, that rhymes. The one queen, Patty Dean. Hey. Good night, y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.